position.
Finished saluting. My final salute, I said, thank goodness, thank you very much. Think of it, so essentially almost 600 times. Now the general says, sir, are you ready? I said, I'm ready, general. Where are we going now? You have to understand, I left early in the morning to get there. Now it's sort of late in the afternoon. A lot of these fakers are with us, so they know. He said, sir, we can now leave the stage. I said, great general, let's go. I'll follow you. And he goes like this right here, sir, and I walked off. The stage was higher than this one, and the ramp was probably 10 yards long. I said, general, now you gotta understand, I have a whole corps of cadets looking at me, and I want them to love their presidents. I did this big thing. I love them. I love them. They're incredible, and they do. I said, general, I got myself a problem, general, because I'm wearing leather bottom shoes, which is good if you're walking on black surfaces. It's not good for ramps. And if I fell down, look at all these press back there. Look at them. This was a steel ramp. You all saw it because everybody saw it. And it was a steel ramp. It had no handrail. It was like an ice skating rink. And I said, general, I have a problem. And he didn't understand that at first. I said, there's no way. He understood. I just saluted almost 600 times. I just made a big speech. I said, for other speeches, I'm being baked like a cake. I said, general, there's no way I can make it down that ramp without falling on my ass, general. I have no railing. It's true. So I said, is there something else around? Sir, the ramp is ready to go. Grab me, sir, grab me. I didn't really want to grab him. You know why? Because I said that would be a story too. So now I have a choice. I can stay up there for another couple hours and wait till I'm rescued, or I can go down this really steep ramp. Really, 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 really. It's an ice skating rink. It's brutal. So I said, general, get ready because I may grab you so fast. Because I can't fall with the fake news watching. If I fall, I remember when President Ford fell out of the plane. Do you remember? I remember when another president, nice man, threw up in Japan, and they did slow motion replays. It's true, right? I don't want that, general. Now he's standing there, big strong guy, and he's got these shoes, but they're loaded with rubber on the bottom. Because the first thing I did, I looked at his shoes, then I looked at mine, very, very slippery. So I end up saying, okay, general, let's go. I will only grab you if I need you. That's not a good story. Falling would be a disaster. It turned out to be worse than anything. Would have been better off if I fell and slid down the damn ramp, right? So what happens is I start the journey inch by inch, right? I was really bent over too. I didn't like that. I didn't like this picture. This picture, I'm sure, will be an ad by the fakers. So I was bent over, right? Bent over like this. Then we finally reached almost the end. And the fake news, the most dishonest human beings, they cut it off. You know why? Because because I was 10 feet short, I said, General, I'm sorry. And I ran down the rest right. I looked very handsome. Oh, that was the only good. I wouldn't want to run down the whole thing because the fall there would be definitely bad. So I took these little steps. I ran down the last 10. And by the way, that take a look. To almost every instance it ends just before I run. And they said, here was the #1 trending story.
Well, hey there, everyone. It is Kristi, and welcome to the happy hour. My co-host Kevin has decided to walk away from the mic right before.
I'm back. No, I've been back for ages. I wasn't because I didn't know if we could be here. We could be heard or not.
We can be heard. We can be heard too. Both of them.
Well, one of those makes sense, and one doesn't. So
yes. So, hello, everyone. Welcome to the happy hour on my channel. Kevin's channel was glitchy, and also my views were down because we haven't done a happy hour, and we used to do them all the time, and so I need to get my numbers back up. As Kevin noticed when we were getting ready.
You've had whatever number it was that I read out earlier. I can't even fucking remember.
It was so low.
I instantly forgot.
Exactly. I thought that because in the last show we were just laughing, especially me. I went back to listen and I was really close to the mic. I'm sorry everybody for how close to the mic I was. I'm trying to back up off this now. But we were laughing so hard over the song. I just thought I'd put it together as a little package for you guys. As a little, I don't know if it wants to become the new theme song of the happy hour.
See, that would have been a good entrance because you could have gone talking about small packages. Hello, Kev. That would have been good.
You should have told me to do that before the show started. That would have been better.
Well, I didn't know you were going to mention tiny packages.
Oh, okay. Well,
I've heard you're a size queen, so I mean, what do you want?
Moving right along. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a hot minute, as people say now.
It has, and people need to stop using that phrase. But yes.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Well, as I've been indoors. I occasionally ventured outward.
Are you a fucking cat? When someone asks, how have I been? I've been indoors.
Well, there's a reason why we only are having 500 new cases of COVID in Germany. It's because people are socially distancing, including myself. Yeah. So, but you've been outdoors more. You're back to a bit more normal.
I have. I've been outdoors, but frankly, I can't remember much of it because I've been so tired that I've been sort of like a zombie for the last few days. So I don't know what the fuck's been happening.
Is that because of your sleep schedule being all messed up?
Yeah. And sleeping and then having to work and then just being absolutely fucking out of it. I have no idea what. I released a video. I finally got my latest history video out, which was cool.
Plug yourself, I'll plug mine.
But I was so tired, I don't remember editing it. I sat down to edit it at work and it was done. And I was like, oh fuck it. Oh, shit.
How'd you do when you look back on it?
It was all right. Zombie Kev can edit. He's got some chops.
Good. Anything else you want to plug? Because I've got something to plug then when you're.
Well, that wasn't even a plug. I was just saying words with my face. No, I've got nothing. No, have you got anything?
Didn't you have another Prager video that came out since the last happy hour?
Oh yeah, was that since? Oh yeah, I did the Prager video with a voiceover from Mexi. It's about race relations in America, which sounds like I'm jumping on the bandwagon, but it wasn't. That was supposed to come out in January.
You're just lazy.
No, I did have a 3-month Nazi-related layoff, so and then laziness as well.
Oh, so. Well, what do you mean layoff?
Well, I had to mothball the channel for 3 months, didn't I?
But you didn't have to not make videos.
Well, yeah, but if I put them up, that would negate the point of mothballing the channel.
Oh, okay, I see. You mean the content was the problem, not the making of the video.
No, most of the video was done. Like I say, it was already scripted and recorded and mostly edited.
Okay.
But then I was just like, oh, fuck it. Like, there's no point completing it yet because who knows? Things might change. PragerU might come out and be like, actually, you know what, guys? We're lying bastards. We're going to stop. And then it would seem rude to him.
Wow. Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be awesome. It's not going to happen, but, you know.
Yeah.
You hold out hope.
Yeah, I did a debate.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did against an idiot.
No, I mean, I'm going to be nice to Shadow Dancer.
I'm not. She was literally saying that because men and women have different times in the 100-meter sprint, feminism is bad.
I was so confused. Okay, I guess I'll be I will kind of give the spill the tea. I don't know if that's also a phrase we need to not use on this, given our age and ethnicity. But yes, and we're both straight, so I think that disqualifies us on like 3 different categories of spilling tea.
No, come on, spill the tea, sis.
Yes. So okay. The morning we've been going back and forth a little bit about what the actual wording of the question should be, because for me, when I do a debate, that's actually quite important. The wording of the premise or the statement that you're arguing for or against is going to shape your argument. You know.
Well, it would be if you were doing a proper debate, but you were actually just chatting on modern debates, which is a farcical shithole of a channel, really.
Well, the guy is nice enough.
No, he's nice, but he also has like, oh, let's have some Nazis debating on stuff.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I didn't do too much research.
I mean, I don't know if you saw Foch and Destiny, the tag team duo of race relations who both like to use the N-word. They were the left-wing people there.
Okay.
Debated a couple of days before you did yours on that very same channel. James Alsop and a guy called Nicholas Strike, who's a Nazbol.
Okay. See, the one that I watched was about veganism.
Ah.
That was like before the day of. I went into his channel. I watched it, and the most recent it must have been like when the Vosh was going live or before it or whatever. But yeah, it was a debate on veganism as a moral, not a diet, but a moral framework, morality. So yeah, but yeah. So anyway, so I just treated it like I would any debate, seriously, because I'm going to go in.
No, for what it's worth, I think you did very well.
Oh, thank you. That's generally the impression. Like people who are feminist, pro-feminist, who have seen it have been complimentary. So that makes me happy.
And I know you did because Chuds were saying you got wrecked. So,
oh, I didn't see that. I saw someone say. Go ahead.
So I know instantly that backs up exactly what I was thinking.
And I guess I felt pretty good because I went into the comments like the same day. I haven't been back since. But one person said something about they don't like my hairstyle on me. They don't think it suits me, but my debating skills were impressive. It was like, I think my hairstyle is adorable, and the fact that you don't like it just validates me more.
Well, it's
sort of that Rick play in the heist.
It just goes to show you how women and men get treated differently.
Oh, yeah.
Because if they said that to me, they'd go, oh, I thought you did okay.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't go, well, you do look a bit... I mean, you're a bit rough, but I probably would fuck you. Also, you can talk a bit. Like, they wouldn't say that.
Yeah, right. Not to you. Anyway, so we agreed the wording about, and I actually used the wording in my opening, like verbatim. And my strategy going into it was to actually use it as an opportunity to defend third wave feminism by contrasting it against white feminism and explaining what white feminism is and its failings. But I also knew that I was likely...
What I noticed, Kristi, is that at no point during your defense did you defend the baby murder, which was a thing.
Yeah, I was like, I don't understand what this has to do with third wave feminism. Like, my opinions and my feelings on things are literally irrelevant to the debate topic. And that's why I always dodged and weaved out of those very politely. But I was like, this isn't relevant. I haven't read the article, so I don't feel
I
like
got the impression she wasn't a very good faith actor. I'm honest.
So, yeah, and so part of my strategy was that. I mean, I guess I've never been formally trained in debates, so my strategies are just like stuff I've figured out from thinking about it, I guess, or whatever. I don't know where it all comes from. So that was one part of my tactic, was to actually kind of like surprise them with a critique of white feminism that I don't think they'd heard before. And then the other thing, because it was getting to be July 4th, and there's a lot of attention that people are currently paying to racial injustice in America, and I thought it would be a perfect opportunity, because the first...
Is that because my PragerU video? Is that
exactly?
Of
course. The first topic proposed was like feminists are bad. Third wave feminists are bad for the movement. And I was like, I'm not going to debate feminists. Like, that's just ridiculous. That's a series of
That's
grievances.
not leading.
Yeah.
Feminists are the most evilest peoples ever.
Like, basically,
Disgust.
you're sort of like, have third wave feminists done more harm than good, or more good than harm? Something like that. And I was like, I'm not debating individuals. That just doesn't make any sense. So I was anticipating a sort of like, here's a something that a feminist said that I'm going to portray as ridiculous. So here's another thing that a feminist did that was ridiculous. And to counter that, I thought, well, I'll bring up the whole issue of equality in terms of a flawed person also having an idea that we still treasure today. And Jefferson is a great example of that, because he did terrible, awful things. And we have to live with the contradiction of Jefferson. He's given that to us. That's our burden to bear now for the rest of time. But nothing a feminist... Yeah.
He did invent the Hot Pocket, so...
Okay. Well, okay. In the sandwich realm, 1 point, but in moral, like standing...
I'm just saying, look, it's good with a smooth.
Right,
Hot Pocket, good.
You want to hear,
enslaving his own children, bad.
Yeah, this is like blew my mind, because I wanted to get my facts on Jefferson right, because I knew it might come up, and because I was setting myself up for it, in case I needed to go further on Jefferson, because I kind of slammed him pretty hard in the debate opening. But I looked up,
and you didn't mention the Hot Pockets at all, you fucking propagandist.
I didn't mention that. I left that out with such cherry picking, if it was in terms of what he's contributed, but. With the his kids, I was like, well, what happened with his kids? Because I knew that people had tested DNA in the descendants. So what happened when you trace it back? And as you point out, he had 4 children with Sally Heming, and she had a treaty with Jefferson that he would free them. 2 of them, apparently, he allowed to leave and didn't list them as runaways. And then the other ones, I think, were freed on his death. What a shitbag. What a total piece of shit.
To be fair, that's one of the few occasions ever that an American president has honored a treaty with a person of color. So,
ooh, yeah. And Rushmore. Yeah. Reference. So, anyway, getting off. So, I made an argument. And then her counter was like a slideshow. I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, that's not a usual thing in how I debate, but whatever. And then it was all like difference feminism and women try to be in the military and fail. I'm like, well, what about, and I didn't want to kind of get into the whole, well, look at women pilots, look at, Sally McGrath, who's just one. There's a lot of women who aren't just trying to be a Navy SEAL, who are doing great in the military, because that would be sort of like ceding ground. And my point was we should be just, discussing the debate question. And she sort of wanted to talk about a lot of pre-prepared things, like women and men are physically different. Like, yeah, I don't disagree with that.
And the baby murder. Don't forget the baby murder.
Abortion and stuff. But I have to say, so, yeah, and I guess when she was asked, like, what things, or I asked her what things she believed in as a feminist, 3 things, and she could only list 2. Apparently that was a kind of a tick against her. And I did feel
she claimed to have previously been a feminist. No, you weren't. I'm sorry, no, you fucking weren't. You're a liar. That's
kind of what I was like, I don't know how sophisticated your feminism really was if you thought it was men oppress me blanketly.
Well, not just that, but the baby murder. Like, okay, if you were a feminist and you're now pro-life, that's one thing. Look, that's a change I can see. But you wouldn't go on about baby murder. I don't think you'd ever describe it that way.
Yeah. And
no, that doesn't sit well.
Yeah, I just it doesn't really address the issue of like modern feminism. And her argument was, well, because third wave feminists are still arguing for abortion rights, that makes it third wave. I'm like, well, no, actually abortion was decided it's a second wave issue. It's a sort of a reproductive rights issue that we carry on, but it's not really third wave feminism. But anyway, I think looking back, the one thing I would probably do differently is I didn't prepare the closing. One is because we only decided the question like a couple hours before it, and I spent my whole time timing my opening, so it was exactly 10 minutes long. And then that didn't leave me any time for the closing. I thought, well, I'll just make up a closing. I think I would right now go back and write some kind of rough draft of a closing where I would be able to counter some points, like leave some spaces open to point out the flaws in her argument or the fact that she didn't really have an argument. If you couldn't sum it up in one sentence, what would her argument be? So yeah, just for people who are interested, if you want to know what I was thinking, that's what I was thinking.
And you should have mentioned the Hot Pockets.
And I should have. But my favorite moment was, can you name one law that women experience that men don't? And I came right back with the Hobby Lobby example of getting your employer's permission for contraception. It was like my mic drop moment. So, okay, I'm done now. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what we're actually going to talk about tonight is a whole bunch of people getting dumped off of social media. We should make a list before we start because it takes a while to get through this. Glinner.
Yeah, I know for a fact I haven't got all of them.
Yeah.
It's like Pokemon. I've got to collect them all, but I haven't got them all. But I've got a Stefan Charizard and
a Glinnerino. I don't know.
Yeah, a Glinner Pikachu.
Yes.
Those are the two Pokemon I know.
And we also have some people getting kicked off of Parler. Apparently,
the free speech thing that's banning liberals. That's which is well, I've got it saved as part of my bookmarks, but they've ruled out certain words you can have as like names for the thing, which I mean is fine in of itself. The N word is not on that list. Anyway, so yeah, but it's the same as everything. Like when that fake free speech version of YouTube thing started, and so leftists decided to troll them by putting up the Soviet anthem.
Yes,
just en masse.
Yes.
And they took it down. They took them down and banned everyone because the right wing don't actually care about free speech.
No, they don't. It's all a con. So Stefan Molyneux, who else? Oh, Andy Worski.
Richard Spencer.
Yes.
And, of course, the National Policy Institute, his organisation, they all got taken down.
Yep.
Jared Taylor, famous Holocaust-denying quote-unquote historian. He's various people got taken down. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Andy Worski.
Worski got taken down. That's only about 5 years late. Yeah.
I can't believe they didn't take his channel down when he had that gun thing that happened.
Yeah, stand your ground does not mean follow 500 yards down the road, pointing your gun at people.
Ew. Okay, so we're going to start with a little bit of fluff because we need it.
Quite literally. Yeah.
Yeah, the back of a kiddie poo here. Oh, fuck's sake. All right. This is just a cat going outdoors being followed by a turtle.
Is that a turtle or a tortoise?
Oh, I don't know. It could be either. I can't tell the difference. How do you tell the difference? Do you know?
Have you asked?
I did not ask. No.
I
don't speak turtle nor tortoise.
Yeah, well, you can Google Translate.
Maybe Deep L, that's the one. This from Fete Lavache, who I know watches our show from time to time. The dog's face, and also look at its lips. She seems to think that a bath after having her anal glands emptied is somehow licensed to go and eat cat shit in the garden.
Yeah, it is.
That just made me laugh really, really hard. Okay, I'm gonna geek out for a second. There's an entire channel of people who are Republican voters or have been Republican voters consistently in the past explaining why they're not voting for Trump. And as someone who studies political behavior, this is fascinating to me. So if you're interested in the kinds of people that like the Lincoln Project are aiming their ads at, you can have a look at that entire channel. Let's see. Some of this is a little bit dated, like, and not so exciting. Like DC, the House voted to give DC statehood. Obviously, the Republicans won't, but maybe if we get the Senate too, we can get a 51st state. And I think, what is it, like well over 50%, if not 80% of Washington, it must be like in the 60s, percent of residents of DC are Black or African American or of African descent. So they don't have proper representation in Congress.
But did you know that every single day that passes, America sets a new record for the longest time it's gone without adding a new state?
I hadn't thought about it that way.
Yeah. It's the longest time. The current period is the longest time that America's gone without adding a new state.
Since the first 13?
Since it did that whole treason against its rightful masters. I mean, I suppose we should mention Independence Day.
Oh, right. Yeah. Happy hashtag All Countries Matter Day.
Well, I don't like people taking the piss out of Independence Day because the heroes, Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum, the heroes of the Independence Day, who saved us all from aliens and shit. And, of course, the entirely not stereotypical, not at all anti-Semitic trope character played by Judd Hirsch, as well as, I mean, arguably Bill Pullman, the greatest fake American president of all time.
Maybe. I don't know.
And a notable side plot for Robert Loggia, the late, great Robert Loggia. So that's a film I've watched a million times, and it's shit, but I love it.
We know.
He punches an alien and says, "Welcome to Earth."
Still gets you, right?
When he's about to suicide bomb the fucking alien thing, he says, "Hey boys, I'm back." I don't know where to begin. It's perfect.
It's perfection.
They let the stereotypical dad into Area 51.
Yes.
Of course they do. That makes sense.
Well, it is like the end of the world. I think security may have dropped. I'm not worried about spies at that point.
Well, not worried about spies, but just like random people into the alien thing? Really?
All right, so are we done with our 4th of July homage?
I'm sure it'll come back up again because it's on my mind now. And once it's there, it can be days before it leaves.
Right. It must be fun to be around you every July 4th.
It isn't.
We covered these Bambots who were talking. They couldn't even say the word, whatever it was, ionize or something, the air. They were ordered to assist deceased and the term assist and deceased. Yes, cease and desist. Why can't I say that word?
I wasn't digging that hole for you. Yeah,
I just got it in my head wrong.
I'm glad they've been asked to assist and cease and desist and stop.
Oh man, I can't.
And that's good because I mean these people are garbage. Yeah, they're very dangerous. Although frankly, are they any more dangerous than the U.S. government?
Not right now. Not with Trump in charge.
But that doesn't mean they shouldn't be stopped, but, just perspective.
Ugh, I'm having a hard time moving my thing up tonight. There we go. Oh, yes. Kitty tongue. Anything without the phrase cease and desist for the rest of the night would be very good.
Oh, look at that big limb. Nice.
Just milk everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I don't think this will be a surprise to you at all, Kevin, that a new YouGov survey shows that far from being an occasional, small, or indirect issue, a majority of all ethnic minorities in the UK have had a racial slur used to their face at least once, often multiple times.
But what do white people think about it?
Yeah. Tell us again how Britain is not a racist country.
Britain's ludicrously racist.
And highly in denial.
Yeah. It's like America, but without the lynchings.
It's like you guys fess up to colonial failings so easily, but not racism. Somehow that's like offending your
because once we'd stopped the colonialism, that was it. No more racism.
Oh, okay. That was like when we elected Obama, that was the end of racism. When you guys stopped the whole colonial thing.
You're post-racial now. There's no more racism in America.
Maybe not. Oh, yeah. Just dumb.
Instantly, without even hearing what the prick has to say, he instantly disproves the joke I just did.
Sorry, which prick?
Louis Gohmert.
Oh,
I was basically saying there's no racism in America, and you scroll by and Louis Gohmert came up on the screen.
Yes.
That's enough.
Got it.
That's enough.
Yeah, he just says the dumbest things. Like, the things that are going on are right out of the Marxist playbook.
That's true. As the CEO of Antifa, and therefore the keepers of the rule book of the Marxisms, I can say that this is true.
I did not get a copy of the playbook. Can you check the files?
Because that's because you only work in the PR department. You don't need to know.
Oh, this is good. Whoever is writing this 2020 movie had me for a second with murder hornets. But meth gators? I'm going to need you to take a nap and come back to your script later.
Tennessee police warn flushing drugs could create hyper-aggressive alligators.
I don't know if this is actually true because it's only a screenshot, but it's funny. So
it is funny, but I mean,
meth gators.
Of course it is. Fucking hell. Even your fucking wildlife's meth addicts. Jesus. America, you've got a problem.
Okay, emotional roller coaster. I tried to ease the roller coaster, but yeah, from one kind of position, silly thing to a very serious one. Yeah, apparently one of the KKK members who was part of the 1968 church bombing in Birmingham died in prison last week. Cool. Yep. So now that's a thing you know. Oh, this is kind of dated because it's the... I think that's Mike Pence.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Oh, this was actually pretty funny. I don't really retweet the Lincoln Project, but sometimes they say stuff that, or do stuff that's just too hilarious. So yeah, your campaign was so preoccupied with whether they could. They didn't stop to think if they should.
Why is this?
Jurassic Park. Oh, this was from After Tulsa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we missed the part of that because we were...
They could just put a picture of his face up and just go, wow, that's a big pile of shit.
Yes, they could have also used that screen as well.
That would work just as well as a Jurassic Park Trump meme.
I put this in here as a reminder that we should talk about this, but should we, like, this is pretty dated now. Should we just skip labor drama, or do you want to talk about this?
We can do it just to say that Keir Starmer's a prick.
Okay. Short version?
Yep.
Oh, did you see clips of Trump on Sean Hannity?
Yes, I did indeed. But also I want to say this is the woman who's doing the lip syncing stuff. She's got offers from Hollywood now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
like she's going to be in films and shit. Awesome.
Yeah. She's really rode this well. All right, I don't want it to be too loud. So here we go. All right.
What's at stake in this election as you compare and contrast, and what are your top priority items for a second term?
Well, one of the things that will be really great, the word experience is still good. I always say talent is more important than experience. I've always said that. But the word experience is a very important word. It's a very important meaning. I never did this before. I never slept over in Washington. I was in Washington, I think, 17 times. All of a sudden, I'm president of the United States. You know the story. I'm riding down Pennsylvania Avenue with our First Lady, and I say, this is great. But I didn't know very many people in Washington. It wasn't my thing. I was from Manhattan, from New York. Now I know everybody. And I have great people
These
in the
are his priorities.
Mm-hmm. You make some mistakes, like, an idiot like Bolton. All he wanted to do is drop bombs on everybody. You don't have to drop bombs on everybody. You don't have to kill people.
What's at stake?
Yeah, that's his second term plan.
That's a plan for government. Just talk.
Yeah, and he tried...
How do you say that many words without saying anything?
Yeah, he does it all the time.
You think you'd stumble upon some semblance of meaning in, look, monkeys with typewriters and all that jazz, But
yes.
No, even he's less intelligible than monkeys with typewriters.
With autocorrect, probably.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, people did hear the ramp speech put to music as the opening of the show, so they know. Yeah. They know the mental wanderings of Donald Trump. But I was going to say something. I was holding off until I can't remember what it is now. Oh, yes. Trump had another go. He tried to answer that question again. He was being interviewed on some Sinclair channel, and he just waffled on about, we had a decimated military and now it's great, but there's still more to do. And we had no manufacturing and it's great, but we have ships that are built other places and I want us to build ships here again. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's not a plan.
No.
Okay, you want to go like, okay, right? Let's try here now, Donald. You want us to build ships? Okay, so what do you intend to do about that?
Yeah.
Do you have some sort of, I don't know, public spending program, which would include the purchase of ships? Are you going to give tax deductions to shipbuilding firms or something? Like, that's not a plan. Saying we want to build ships is not a plan.
No, it's just words. It's just words. What is this? Oh, it was like official Pride Day in the States on the 26th, I guess it was. So we missed that. So just belatedly happy Pride Day, everyone. This is a really depressing one, just about the disproportionate effects of the deaths on African Americans and people of color, especially in Black community. It's really, really, really sad. Republicans are killing people. This I'm not so sure about, so we're going to skip. Oh, yes, the EU is letting a whole bunch of countries fly back into the EU. And except the United States isn't one of them. Yeah.
America, you can't leave. I know most of you don't want to, but you literally can't now. No one wants. Mexico's closing the border. I think it's only really Canada, and that's only because you're driving through to get to Alaska anyway.
I don't even know if there is. I don't think Americans can go to Canada right now.
So you're literally trapped.
No, there was a poll asking Canadians if they wanted to let Americans in. The highest percentage was 24%, which were Quebecois. And I just heard this morning, and people in, what is it, the part with Alberta? Something Alberta? Anyway, it was 6%. Said they wanted to let Americans back in.
Oof, good Lord. That's, that's a ratio, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, basically, that's the polling version of quite the bad ratio. Now, I don't think it works like, I think that the European Union will recommend it. I don't think they can just ban it. I think there's some, state national decisions as well, but their policy is no Americans. We're going to skip this. This is just Ron Perlman owning racist Confederates. Oh, yeah, it looks like so far Roger Stone is on schedule to be in prison in 10 days.
Good.
Yep.
Fuck him.
Yeah. Fuck Roger Stone. Hey, some good news. Georgia governor signs a hate crimes bill into law. So really seeing some significant social changes happening pretty quick as a result of these marches and this social activism. Things that I never saw.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I was just agreeing with you. Yeah. Look, it's easy to get slightly cynical about, the Simpsons are going to have brown characters spoken by, people of color or whatever. But, the Simpsons can't actually affect literal governmental change. That needs to be done by, governments and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, it doesn't sound great, but you sort of need to let the wheels move a little bit. You can put pressure on, but they still need to do this sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yep.
Which can be frustratingly long in terms of time. But what is this? Fucking eldritch horror.
That's nightmare fuel.
This fucking madness.
That is nightmare fuel.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I have Mike here.
Bum. Another prick bites the dust.
Bye, you Glinner.
He's a right Glinner.
He is a right Glinner. Goodbye.
He got banned eventually. It took a while, but he got banned.
Yeah. And then we'll see what. Go ahead. We'll see what he did after. Okay. Oh, then we'll see what he did after the night or the day after he got banned.
Well, not just that, but it's interesting to see that J.K. Rowling is literally going down the same route. What is it about these people? You're rich enough you can destroy your own career, but why are you doing that?
Pretty much. Oh, you're not wearing headphones. I heard the echo.
God damn it. I've been rumbled.
See, now I'm just going to catch you until you get annoyed at the fact that I catch you every time. Because I ask you, and asking doesn't, in 2 years or 3 years, doesn't change anything.
My mom's been asking me to stop saying swear words for 33 fucking years. Do you know what I mean? Like, join the queue.
We should make it a bet. Like, you have to give me a quid every time I catch you not wearing headphones. Then it'll make it interesting.
No.
Yeah, by the way, that thing we thought was a fake face mask exemption card in the last show, totally a fake exemption card. The U.S. Department of Justice said, no, this isn't a thing.
Yeah, it isn't a fucking thing. No, of course. But there we go. But it's always good to see it confirmed. That's nice.
Oh, yes. Better Discord guest. Jack, was he Posobiec?
Posobiec, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently he was run out of a DC park by protesters on the 27th.
Oh, he's such a nice young man. Why would they do that?
Yeah, there he is with Richard Spencer.
Yeah, so much for the tolerant left, running out of town the intolerant right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the person who wants to drive them out of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitter confirmed Glinner was permanently suspended after...
That'll never not be funny. That will never not be funny.
After repeated violation of our rules against hateful conduct and platform manipulation. What's that
That's
all
an
about?
interesting one. I don't know. Ooh, interesting.
And then,
I don't know what that means, but I'm intrigued now.
Yes. I don't know how... I'd have to read the article, and I can't be bothered. Can you?
No.
Okay. On the off chance that the Metro explains what platform manipulation is, come on, the Metro.
Yeah, it's the Metro, yeah.
Maybe if it was the Times on Sunday.
Glinner did a bad internet bad Twitter ban.
Look at this picture.
Now this massive picture that takes up 2/3 the fucking page
for a 150-word article.
Yeah, you're getting it for free. Shut up.
Oh yes, Cassie St. Ong writes, I thought this was Mel Gibson.
I will not be muzzled like a mad dog. Well, you seem like you're barking, so I mean...
You want to explain barking?
It means going a bit crazy, a bit angry, and a bit like...
Barking mad.
So a bit like barking, yeah, like a human barking.
Yeah, I heard a joke.
It's also a borough of London. So.
Well, I was just going to say, I did hear a joke. Oh, I met this guy. What was he like? He's like, oh, he's one stop past East Ham.
He's barking.
Yeah,
lovely.
That's the one.
Yeah.
All right, should we listen to some of what he has to say?
I'm sure it'll be structured thoughts on a very delicate situation, I'm sure.
As eloquently crafted as my 10-minute opening for the debate show?
More murdered babies, I imagine.
Probably. Okay, here we go.
That's unless you listen to the first part of the show, that seems like a very insensitive thing to say.
It's time for us to stand up for our freedom. Because if we stand back and let these pieces of crap handle our freedoms, we will have nothing left. In fact, we'll end up being dead. Amen. We are being lied to. Our freedoms are being taken.
Amen.
I mean, people don't freak out like this over no shoes, no shirt, no service. I don't understand.
Also, that's a line from Sexy and I Know It by LMFAO. No shoes, no shirt, but I still get service.
Oh yeah, Glinner being off Twitter. I got a couple of those.
And when I'm at the beach, I'm in a Speedo trying to tan my cheeks. What?
Okay. Also, I thought this was really important, really succinctly put point. Journalist Nicole Hannah Jones on reparations. There is nothing that Black Americans can unilaterally do that will close a wealth gap that was created by 350 years of policy.
Have they tried not having coffee and guacamole on toast?
Avocado. Yes.
Avocado. Apologies.
Well, you could have guacamole on toast. I don't know. But yes, avocado.
I don't know. I don't have weird shit anyway. I've got a diet of like 2 fucking meals. So I don't know what these things are. But basically, I'm doing a joke based on the idea that if you could just spend less, you'll be rich.
Yep.
Is true.
Yes. Which is what, boomers were telling Xers or something. No, I'm millennial, sorry.
And not just that, but you're then in a complete bind, because if you then don't go and buy those things, they say, why are millennials killing the X industry?
Yes, yeah.
But either way, you are fucked.
Yeah. Why aren't they saving for retirement? Oh yeah, here's some Charlie Kirk. I'll let you read this one out.
Okay, I've got to get into my tiny face zone. I'm going to embody the smallness of the face. In my Praggy FU video, if you want to go and watch that, I came up with quite a funny little still thing. I thought was quite an interesting little joke. You know those PragerU, like, oh, blah de blah, liberals, blah de blah de blah, false conclusion poster things they've got, those memes. I did one where I put a fake quote for the guy saying, "Have you ever seen Charlie Kirk's face up close? It's even smaller up close. It defies the concept of perspective." Which I thought was quite nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, that amused me whilst I was recording it, whilst I was editing, so I thought I'll do that. Anyway. The European Union is putting travel restrictions on all Americans. No full stop at the end of that sentence. Thank you. Will the media call the EU racist for protecting their continent?
Continent?
What? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, honestly, what is that?
The EU's not a continent.
The EU's not a continent. It's and Charlie, you daft bastard. They're allowing in lots of other people from other places. They're specifically not allowing Americans in, of all races, from America.
Yeah.
Because America has lots and lots of disease. So it's very much like the same reason you don't rim a pigeon, for instance. Whereas you might fuck a human being. You know.
Okay, well, there's a mental image I'm not going to be able to get out of my mind now. Thanks, Kevin.
It's okay. It's okay. And happy Independence Day. You're the pigeon of the world. You're the pigeon's anus of the planet.
Happy all countries matter. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is from SJW Spider-Man Black Lives Matter account. The Quartering is still defending his opinion on, checks notes, Hitler.
Oh, God, what's he saying? Why do you clowns think this is an own? You saying fuck Hitler in 2020 is cringe. Unlike me saying that I can't masturbate over a children's fucking television show because their tits are too small. That's fine. It's a yikes every time. No, that wouldn't be yikes. That would be, oh, that's cringe. Yikes means that's a shit thing you said. Mm-hmm. Which therefore means that you're saying, no, don't say that about Hitler. Hitler's okay. That's why it's an own, you fucking cretin. It's the epitome, or epitome, fuck it, it's America Day, of bad things are bad. Please applaud. Fucking have a take that isn't for 7-year-olds. Right, but that's not yikes, is it?
No.
If it's so obviously obvious, that's a redundant thing, Kev, well done. If it's so obvious that that it's a bad thing that's bad, why would that be yikes? That would be nothing. That wouldn't need commenting on. You're a Nazi. Mm-hmm. Or just too idiotic to realise that your worldview is dog shit.
Yep. Or a Hitler apologist, one of the two. Or a saying, Hitler defender, I guess. Going,
maybe a bit of all of it. I don't know.
Yes. Oh yeah, some.
Hey, Pim Tool.
Yeah.
Good.
What is this one? This is from the 26th. He's admitted he's not actually part of the left. He admits to donating to a Republican politician and claims the left is destroying American culture. Apparently, he wasted almost $3,000 on AOC's Dem primary. Who's going to piss that money away?
Well, yeah, it's a lot easier when you can steal hundreds of thousands of dollars from your own brother, of course, lest we forget.
Yeah.
God, not just that, but Tim, you know how you're like such a dissident and all of that? You're giving money to the same candidate as Trump's billionaire friends.
Mm-hmm. I think $2,800 is the maximum.
Yeah, but
for an individual. So I think he maxed out in a primary. In a general, you can give another $2,800, I think. But that might be old, so don't quote me on that. I haven't looked at U.S. finance law for a while. Oh yeah, Trump is someone I would absolutely consider voting for, especially facing up against Biden.
He's so left.
I'm definitely going to pitch fascist.
God. Tim, I mean, the veneer was fucking, I mean, just hair's breadth thin at best. And now it's just full mask up, isn't it? Like, yeah, I'm a fascist piece of garbage. He's been drooling over the concept of a civil war as well recently, which is nice.
Oh, God. Wow. Yeah, he's really picking his side, isn't he?
Yep.
This is about Posobiec again. Showed up at a peaceful event to start problems with the goal of coming away looking like the victim. Once they catch on to him, he's a fascist spinster. Right and alt-right media will now run with this false narrative for months.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, Jack Posobiec's a piece of shit.
Yep. And coming to Milwaukee.
But you can tell. Yeah, indeed. And you can tell how principled the Trump people are because Donald Trump retweeted Jack Posobiec, even though he stood outside Donald Trump's home in New York, which is a skyscraper, of course, with a Rape Melania sign. So, yeah, a lot of love going on in that family.
Yeah, well, thanks. That was a perfect lead-in because this next tweet is Navy revoked security clearance from Jack Posobiec, the officer retweeted by Trump in the wake of Charlottesville.
Good.
Yep. Oh, yes. We've got Thirsty Dave. You want to hear Dave being all thirsty?
I do.
Okay.
I could never get enough of Ruben being thirsty. Good stuff.
All right. We'll put it up almost to the top here.
Will I go on Rogan's podcast? I asked him, and our PR people asked him about a bajillion times to go on for my book. We did not get a response as far as I know, so I don't know what happened there. It's really weird for me to say that publicly. I don't know what happened. Will I go on?
Oh, Dave, that's so embarrassing. The dregs they've had Carl on that show. The absolute scrapings from not even the butcher's floor, the scrapings from the bin outside the butcher shop they've had on that fucking podcast, and you can't even get a reply. You're not even worth being told to piss off.
Nope.
Oh, Dave, you're making me feel sorry for it. Please stop. 2020 is taking me to some dark places. I don't need to be in the Dave Rubin's so pathetic that I now feel sorry for him camp.
No,
that's
you're
not
still
a good place.
You can see that camp, but you're not near it. Yes, not yet.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But I'm in the foothills, and that's not a good place to be either.
No, true. You want your back firmly to the wall. Let's see, what's this? Oh, yeah. Facebook is losing a shit ton of money because people are tired of them making excuses for why they can't get rid of white supremacists and Nazi types.
Good.
Yeah. Excellent. Absolutely good.
Yeah.
It's
not good in the sense that I would prefer that they, got rid of Nazis and didn't lose money. That's fine. I mean, just got rid of Nazis. I don't really give a fuck if they earn money or not. But they haven't, so they should lose money. Yep.
I mean, other than our group on Facebook, the only thing I really post on Facebook now is how shit Facebook is.
Yeah.
So, this is good.
If it weren't for our group, I probably would just delete my Facebook account, to be honest. It's not really worth it. But anyway, there we go.
Yeah, you want to read this one out?
That's good. That's what we should explain. There's an episode of Graham Linehan's show from a long time ago now called Father Ted, which is genuinely one of my favorite shows of all time.
It's very funny.
I mean, it's amazing. Where the main character gets accidentally identified as a Nazi. And so the guy over there thinks, I hear you're a racist now, Father. Which is funny. And they've changed that to, I hear you're a transphobe now, Father. Which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think still one of my favourite moments in television history. Oh, God. Like I say, he gets accidentally... people start thinking he's a Nazi when he's not. And he goes, how'd you even get a look at an exactly square piece of dirt on a window? And so you then see from the other side where the dirt becomes like a Hitler moustache on his upper lip, and the people can't hear what he's saying through the thing. So it looks like he's dressed as Hitler, but he's not dressed like Hitler at all. It's actually a genuinely brilliant piece of comedic business.
Mm-hmm.
And you think, what happened to that Glenner? I mean, I don't know that he specifically wrote that scene, but it's his part. He co-wrote the show.
Yeah.
What happened to that guy? Where did this prick appear from?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Lurking, unfortunately.
And, oh my God. I mean, I could just go on about my favourite Father Ted episodes, I suppose. But the 2-part parody of Speed, back when Speed was like a hip cultural reference point. This was the late 90s, you understand. You know, the film Speed, where if you go below 70 miles an hour, the bomb will be triggered. And if you go above all that bollocks. And they do that, but with a milk float.
Right. Which you have to describe for Americans. Sorry.
Oh, right. It's like a milkman's, a small, trundly little vehicle, which has like a top speed of about 15 miles an hour. Like just a ridiculous thing. And they used to deliver milk to people's houses. That was a thing that used to happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, yes, and it was like the evil plan to explode this thing. Because if the milk float goes above 3 miles an hour, the bomb will be triggered. And it's such a stupid thing, but it's so funny. Anyway.
All right. So try to get back to... Come on. There we go. Oh, yes. And this is what Glinner did after he got... after he got banned.
He went on Mumsnet, which is like the transphobe thing here in the UK, even though it's supposed to be just for people who are mothers, and got absolutely rinsed as well.
Yep. So
he went on to complain, and they were like, "Who the fuck are you? Piss off."
Pretty much, yeah. And of course, you know, his whole thing is about men invading women, you know, only spaces.
Yeah.
So what does he do? He just jumps on Mumsnet looking for sympathy.
Yeah.
And
he's thrown everything away. His wife left him. He can't get any work.
Mm-hmm.
Now, even in transphobe spaces, they're like, just go away.
Yep.
Oh, God. Again, I mean, if he weren't such a hateful prick, I'd be like, oh, this is actually really sad.
Yep. But he eliminates any empathy for himself because of what he does.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because he's a hateful prick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We have something, Karen alert. Yeah, she starts calling people who are wearing masks Democratic Party pigs. Like this is why COVID is just spreading everywhere in America. It's a really outing of the Karens. Like, I didn't realize how horrible a lot of white women were, and how they behave. But now seeing it, like, it's just undeniable.
Well, I don't know if you've got the news from Britain today, because we've unlocked the whole country now. Pubs were open.
By the way, do you have your pop filter on?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Anyway, pubs were open from 6 a.m. today.
Oh,
6 a.m.
6 a.m. That's such a good idea.
Not PM, AM. And apparently there were queues outside.
Oh, God. You're kidding.
It was still dark outside.
Who starts
And people
drinking?
were queuing to start drinking at 6 a.m. Well done. That's really stupid. On every possible level, lots of people are now going to die. Thanks. So, yes, America's dumb, but Britain's also very dumb. Let us not forget that.
Yeah, I mean, in novel ways, in very culturally appropriate ways for Britain. But, I mean, if they are outside, I mean, if they're in a beer garden, that's not nearly as bad as being, like, jammed into a closed space that's sharing a couple.
They're not.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Birdie Lee saying Gran Linehan posting on Mumsnet after claiming to care about the sanctity of women's spaces is just chef's kiss.
Indeed. What are these percentages next to all the things?
Oh, that's a bot sentinel.
What does that mean?
If they act like a normal account or if they act like a bot.
Oh, okay.
Here's a good thing. The judge rules that migrant children in government family detention centers must be released due to COVID. The downside was that the Trump administration was considering family separation as a possible solution.
Because that's the evil thing to do.
Exactly.
So that's, of course, what they're going to do, yeah.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, the Board of Trustees is removing Woodrow Wilson's name from someplace. Oh, Princeton. Did we do that one already?
Yeah. I don't think we did. Yeah, he was the president of Princeton before, I believe, he was president of the United States. Yeah. And as previously discussed, I would consider him the second president of the Confederacy and Trump the third. Yeah, so it's good that he's gotten rid of. Very, very racist man. Yeah.
Do you want to do the song while I reach over and grab a fresh glass of water?
The song?
Da-da-dun.
Oh, ba-ba-dum, boom, boom. Another brick bites the dust.
Perfect.
So
man.
I did the
Just
thing.
putting my headphones back on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
timed well.
Wow. So Prince don't do anything. Have we got Mississippi?
Eventually, yes. Oh, yes.
Yes.
This is getting back to his wife left him.
She took the cheese crate. Although it's good to see he doesn't misgender everyone, so that's nice.
But isn't that just sort of like the most pathetic?
Yeah, exactly. He sold out. Well, he lost everything, and I just imagine him in like dirty 3-day-old pants, just this fat, pathetic old man in his kitchen, going, "Oh, I want some grated cheese." And you think you gave up everything for that?
Mm-hmm.
Well done, Graham. That's genuinely embarrassing.
Yep, absolutely.
Not just that, but you're really rich. Go and buy a cheese grater, you prick. The fuck is wrong with you?
And why complain about it on Twitter?
Yeah, it would. I mean, it doesn't take that much more effort to just go to the shop and buy a cheese grater than it does to moan about having a cheese grater. And 25 people retweeted this.
They're probably laughing their asses off.
Yeah. Actually, I'm just thinking, unless it's to be like, look at this absolute tool.
Yes. I'm sure he got burned by that a lot.
Yeah.
Mayor McGee of Laurel, Mississippi is emotional as he signs an executive order to remove the Confederate flag from public facilities.
Awesome.
Yep.
Can't believe it was ever allowed, but yeah. I mean, that's not his fault. I mean, just in general, for the 150 years since, I can't believe it's been allowed.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah. Well, it was a attempt to preserve the white supremacy, the system and everything else. Yeah.
As its Independence Day, I think it's worth mentioning that Britain's also a country that America lost a war to, and we're part of your history. So does that mean the Union Jack should go up around places?
Make that argument. See how that works.
Well, it's history. It's heritage, not hate. So I think you should have the Union Jack on all of the southern public buildings. That makes sense.
Bring it to sporting events.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sing God Save the Queen.
Exactly, yeah. It's a part of heritage.
Yeah, if you're going to sing
Krista.
Dixie, then sing God Save the Queen.
Exactly. It's just
at least
pathetic.
that country still exists.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've been around. We've been around some time.
Yep. So Sofane here. Just heard that Andy Worski lost his YouTube channel. Was going to check his Twitter to see what was going on, but discovers he has me blocked. And I get it. I'm getting blocked by all the right people.
Yeah. Ba-ba-dum, bum, bum.
Mm-hmm.
Another brick bites the dust.
Did we watch this last time?
I don't know, but that's funny.
He's very persistent, or she. I don't know. but then they get very shy.
Oh.
Like I can't do it when you're watching me. I can't pee when you're standing next to me. But
Exactly.
But when we're not looking, then I get it.
And a second one. Yes. Yeah. And I'm gone.
So that's a chipmunk, by the way. I don't know.
No, it's a squirrel.
No, it's a chipmunk. They are really cute. But
the only chipmunks that have ever existed are Alvin, Simon, and Theodore.
Yes, those are the only ones.
Shut up.
No, I know some gardeners absolutely despise them, but I think they're really adorable myself.
What do they do? Do they do things to gardens?
Yeah, I think they dig in stuff.
Do they stand there critiquing?
Yeah, they're really down on the garden gnome thing.
Yeah, your water feature is so passé.
Yeah, I don't really like being outside. I mean, I like being outside, but I don't enjoy gardening or doing like hunting or being in the woods. Like my family are all like outdoorsy, and I'm like, can I just sit somewhere with a book?
Yeah, I've always said this. If God had wanted us to spit in the mud, why would he have invented concrete?
So,
Checkmate.
as a
atheists.
consequence, I don't really know what the problem with I know people don't like squirrels. I usually for the bird feeders is why people get annoyed with squirrels. But anyway,
squirrels are actually quite racist.
People in the chat are like interspecies porn.
Basically, it is, and you're not. It's been on the screen a while now. Whilst we've been doing fucking chipmunk banter.
I'll move along. Yeah, there was a substitute pride parade with some social distancing that happened in Berlin. So, hurrah.
Cool.
Also, I know you like this guy. He's not wearing his Mike Pence shirt, although it is his pinned tweet, as we've seen, right? His link to his shirt. Yeah. But do you want to catch a little bit of Brent talking about how masks are for sheep?
Yes.
All right. I have no idea what the volume is going to be, so here we go.
So I just left Walmart, and the whole time I'm in there, everybody's mean mugging me and giving me dirty looks just because I'm not a sheep and I refuse to wear a mask. I got a condition. I was diagnosed with being selfish. I can barely breathe as it is. I'm like a human pug. The only mask I'm wearing is my CPAP machine. They want me to wear a mask and trap in all my CO2, which is bad. I breathe in the oxygen and breathe out the CO2, and it gets trapped in the mask. Next thing you know, I'm breathing in second-hand air and third-hand air, fourth-hand air. Everybody knows the oxygen can get in, but when you breathe out, all that CO2 just gets trapped in, and there's no way on God's flat earth that anything can escape that mask except for the coronavirus, which makes the mask pointless in the first place. And all these doctors out here saying, make sure you wear your masks. Well, I went to the University of YouTube and I graduated MAGA Yell Loudly, so they're not the only educated ones out here. That is, if they can make their mind up in the first place. They said, don't wear a mask, then wear a mask. It's like science is willing to change its viewpoint on things when presented with new information. Well, I'm not willing to change, ever. And my friend on Facebook said masks are bad, and he's a doctor. He works for Dr. Scholl's. He works for a store that sells Dr. Scholl's. What I'm trying to say is all these doctors better stop having my best interest at heart, because it's tyranny. And I'll wear a mask if I want to. It's my body, my choice, which applies to everybody unless you're a pregnant woman. You people think us maggots are stupid just because we're dumb. Well, I'll tell you one thing we're not, and that's sheep. You can see them leaving Walmart right now. Look, there's one sheep right there, and two sheep, and three sheep, and four.
That's so stupid.
God damn.
So one of the things I like, he does it, it's really quick, but he does a little dig at Trump when he starts to cough the first time. When he does it, it was earlier. Anyway, he does it with two hands. He does it kind of like a Trump two-hand thing. I don't know where it went.
But I think we can all agree the high point was human pug.
Yes, human pug.
I was not expecting human pug as a phrase to pop out, but there we go.
I'm like a human pug.
Because he does look a little bit like a human pug.
Yeah.
With a ginger beard, so, you know.
Oh, yeah, this is kind of cool. Can you spot the smole on the shoe?
Oh, yeah, there's a little something or other.
Lizard right here. There's his little hand, there's his little head, and there's his tail.
And you could punt that motherfucker a long way.
Of course, this is where you go to. Oh, I put this on here because this is one of my pet peeves, really, really big pet peeves. Well, actually, I'll just read what Kate says first. This is depressing for a billion reasons, but one is this reductive stereotyping of male leadership and parenting. If doing press-ups and helping at being a parent is the measure, then the bar is so low as to be below ground. And
yeah,
and this whole idea that and he's helping with nappies.
Yeah, you're a fucking parent.
Yep.
That's one of the ones you admit is yours. So I mean, yeah, you should be doing that.
Helping. Not helping, doing it.
Yeah, that's your job, yeah. you don't get extra help. You don't get extra credit for doing the thing you're supposed to do.
Yes.
Not just that, but I just want to point out that he said he wouldn't be taking the knee. Right,
Yeah.
but bear this in mind, right? He's doing press-ups here, and he wants to make a big show of the fact that he's doing press-ups. So he's been taking a picture, which that's not been done by accident. I think this might have been a staged photo opportunity, if you ask me. He doesn't want to take the knee, though, because he's not into gimmicks. No, he's not into that at all. As you can see from him doing a press-up on the front of a newspaper.
Or as someone else tweeted out, that zip line thing where he was waving the Union Jacks.
Yeah, or clapping for the NHS while cutting their PPE and terms and conditions.
Yep.
So, yeah, but other than that, and literally his entire premiership being one entire stage managed piece of nonsense. Yeah. Other than that, though, he doesn't like gestures. No.
But getting back to my point. It was a little diversion. The way that people talk about what fathers do it's like a self-reinforcing thing. You know, if you say he's, you know, like the baby is with Nick, you know, because Nick is the dad, versus saying Nick is watching the kid, like a babysitter, or Nick is babysitting the kid, or helping with, like, that whole framing basically automatically tells men that they're not really parents. Like, if you grow up hearing that men help out, then that's what you think you do. You're helping. And you have to, it's, you know, language in some way traps us like that.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Thanks. Yeah, someone said anyone who agrees with Glenner should delete their Twitter account. He said it. If you...
Yeah, I'm absolutely... It's one of the few times I agree with Graham Linehan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you agree with Graham about free speech, go ahead.
Yeah. And Parler is always available.
Unless you post pictures of poo.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to. All right, yeah. So that was just for me about how I write articles. That's for something else.
Okay.
Laughing at this for minutes now. Fuck you. So it reads, the estate of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle has sued Netflix over its upcoming film Enola Holmes, arguing that the movie's depiction of public domain character Sherlock Holmes having emotions and respecting women violates Doyle's copyright.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, fuck off.
Now,
just actually fuck off.
Now, I actually, because I did that course on copyright, I can tell you a little bit about this. When something enters the public domain, it basically is entirely free from copyright. You can do whatever, you know, you can remix it, you can adapt it, you can do whatever you want with it. But there are some things that you have as a creator, like you still have the right of attribution. People can't just take your work and not credit you. There's also some places have things called moral rights, which means if you feel like a work is so corrupting that it's going to ruin your reputation if your name is associated with it, you might be able to stop it. Like if there's something incredibly blasphemous, say, that someone tried to do with your work and they were going to put it up somewhere, you know, your association with it might get you in trouble. That kind of thing. That's the only reason I can think that they would be arguing a public domain character or a property at all.
Well, why? I mean,
and over
but it's so
women.
dumb because the PR in this, you're saying your character, I mean, he kind of is a bit of a prick in many respects, but you're saying he's so out of touch with the real world that, like, you probably shouldn't read this shit anymore? Like, I mean, that's not great for your bottom line, I don't think.
Yeah. So anyway, that's a thing that happened. Oh yeah, it turns out that the woman we showed here in the happy hour who did the video on TikTok saying, "Hey everyone, you should all order tickets to the Tulsa rally." Yeah. Apparently she works for Joe Biden's campaign, and I was like, "Fucking good, that's great." She trolled Trump easily and totally, you know, like give her a raise, like make her head of social media.
I don't think Trump supporters, considering they support a guy who literally said he wants China to interfere, can really like have the moral high ground on this one, really.
Yeah, and to be fair, when she made her video, she didn't know what was going to happen. It wasn't. Yeah. Like She just put out a video on TikTok with her opinion, like, hey, let's fuck with Trump. Why not? He does it with everyone else. Okay, this one's too heavy, so we're going to skip this one. That was also too heavy. Oh, yeah, do you know what a democracy sausage is?
A democracy sausage?
Mm-hmm.
No, but I can't wait.
Well, this is from The Lonely Wolf. Democracy sausage is the colloquial name for sausages sold as a fundraiser at Australian polling places on election day, often in aid of the institutions that house the polling place. So you can go and get a democracy sausage when you vote.
Okay. I mean, it's not the weirdest thing about Australia,
I mean,
but it is weird.
But you have to vote. Like, you absolutely have to vote. So if you're going to vote, at least you can save room for sausage. Maybe they have vegetarian ones too, I hope.
True.
I just
well,
thought
I don't know. It's Australia, so it's probably something mental.
I never thought about putting like sausages out for a fundraiser in front of a polling booth.
But my mother, bless her, she said, I think a lot more people would vote if they gave biscuits out. Which is probably true, but also just a bit mental. So
it'll make you feel a little bit better as you leave.
Yeah.
I want to do an episode on this, on Keemstar, but I don't want to do it tonight because I'm in too good of a mood. But I think it's important that we talk about it at some point, so maybe I'll
Yeah, he's garbage.
Yeah. This is super cool, and basically it's gonna take too long. Well, I don't know. I guess it's only a minute, so we'll just watch it. This is gonna end up being artwork, by the way. So,
okay.
Just to kind of let you know. I don't want to put in the music because I'm not sure what. Well, I guess I can find out a little bit what it is. Oh, it's just some kind of hippie, not hippie, but esoteric kind of music.
What does her brushing the hair have to do with anything?
Well, you're gonna have to wait and see.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, she disappeared.
Oh, where'd she go?
I don't know.
It's magic.
Badass.
Yeah. That's why I thought I'd share it. There you go. Someone photoshopped their cat.
Oh, I'm not saying I want to do that.
Are you immediately jealous?
I'm saying I'm going to do that.
I want to see that done in paint. That would be amazing. Oh, right. Yeah. Tony Poznansky, he mostly just swears on Twitter, if I'm honest. That's mostly what he does. But
to be honest, I can sue him for copyright, I think.
Yes. Yeah, you were doing it well before. But apparently he got banned within 30 minutes for saying less than he does on Twitter, which is a lot of swearing. And it says, you are literally a fucking haven for Nazis. I read that shit and you banned me. So yeah, this is I've got some other people shitting on Parler, so that's the first one. This is from the CEH beach. The guy walking the dog with the sunglasses and a pet bird sitting on its head.
I'll have you know that's his real name is Chocolate Thunder.
Chocolate Thunder.
That's the name I gave him probably about fucking 6 years ago now. Yeah. Because he's got a voice that's so deep. It's amazing.
Okay.
So I said he was like Chocolate Thunder, which doesn't make any sense even now, but it's a cool name.
Well, I think of chocolate as being very velvety on the tongue and rich. So, yeah. I mean, not vanilla chocolate, like dark chocolate and milk chocolate.
But he is white, so...
Well, it still gives a velvety, to me at least. Ooh, chocolate. So dog with sunglasses and a bird on its head. There's something you haven't seen every day. What is next?
I live next door to a dog and a bird, so I do see it every day.
Here's another Karen gone wild. This one is mad, so she can't do her shopping without a mask, so she's just destroying property. This is how Karens riot. This is like how Karens destroy, someone arrest her. Or look at she's doing like, I'm sure, dozens of dollars in damage.
That's how what you do when you know you're not going to get a knee on the neck.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you can behave like a child and then just walk away and then go on Twitter and have everyone out you, then have your employer call you. It's a great cycle.
Exactly. Yeah, these people don't seem to realise you will get fired.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the 70s where you can just do shit and no one knows.
Nope, people have phones
You will
now.
be found.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you will be filmed. You will be found. Stop acting like a twat.
Oh, did you hear basically Stephen Miller using Trump as a flesh puppet to do his ventriloquist act under Mount Rushmore? Because he said just off the wall things. I actually know the timestamp. I wrote it down if you want to see it at the end of the show. But so just remember, like, cancel culture. We're talking about people who do this shit in cancel culture, right?
Yeah, well, Trump was going on about cancel culture.
Yeah, that's a clip.
Which I couldn't take it very seriously because he hasn't even done a YouTube video called "Why I Left the Left." So I can't take him seriously. You know.
He was actually calling like cancel culture a threat to our way of life in America.
Is this the guy that every single person who's left his administration, he's gone, "You're an evil piece of shit. You're a stupid idiot. Fuck you." And cancelled them every single time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty much.
Even when he's asked, "What's your plans for a second term?" starts off with, "Oh yeah, not Michael Bolton, John Bolton. Michael Bolton's also wants to bomb everyone, though. That's a fact."
Okay.
No, I'm joking. Anyway, John Bolton's a piece of shit who just wanted to bomb everyone. That was literally how he started that. But he's against cancel culture, clearly.
Yes.
Fucking hell. Anyway, and by the way, I'm all for cancelling John Bolton because he's scum.
Oh, yeah.
But you employed him.
Yes.
You employed him. This isn't just your friend on Twitter or like a bread tuber. This is the national security guy who you tasked with like taking over Venezuela, you twat. And by the way, sterling job he did. So, anyway.
Was that the speedboat thing?
I've started to. No, that was someone he'd left by then. But yeah, he was doing all this stupid stuff about U.S. troops invading and things, which was never going to happen. But anyway. I started reading his book as well. He's not a very good writer.
Oh,
it's quite interesting so far, but I'm only in the first chapter basically. But he doesn't strike me as a particularly engaging author.
Okay.
Which is a shame, because with a moustache like that, you'd think he'd be
better. And he's written several books. You think he would improve over time. Apparently not.
No.
Okay. Well, should we chill out with a kitty?
But, war criminals are going to war criminal, I suppose.
Yes, that's true. Here you go.
And by the way, just for anyone who's wondering, I didn't buy that book. I wouldn't give him a fucking cent. Did
you find a link to a PDF copy of it?
Someone, a very nice person who I won't mention just in case they don't want to be, their name out there, sent me a copy, a downloadable copy for free, which they got for free. So, fuck you, John Bolton.
Yeah, definitely fuck that guy. I thought you would find this really interesting. Especially.
Go on then.
The gap between the economic values of Conservative MPs and voters is really striking. This is from UK and EU report by Tim Bale, who I know not well, but he's a cool guy, and Philip Cowley, who I also know is a pretty cool guy, and I don't know the other tags, and I don't know Alan Wagner. But if you'll see, what they're saying here is like they've got the economic values, according to a survey I assume that they filled out, of Conservative, Labour MPs, councillors, and candidates, members, and voters. So party members, candidates are people who stood, councillors are local councillors, and MPs. And then they plot them on a left-right scale to see how close various people are. As you can see, actually, Labour voters and the people who run, they're not that far apart when you look at it relative. So here are all voters, you see the left party, and then Conservative voters, who are actually a little bit closer to all voters than the Labour voters are. But look how far away economically the people who are voting on policy. I mean, they're totally running on like different economic policies than they're selling to their voters want.
Yeah, of course they are. Well, they do the whole thing. We're going to invest in the NHS. They don't, and then Tory voters buy it because they're idiots.
Yep. So it's just I would love to see that with U.S. politicians and voters
Yeah.
on a whole bunch of issues. And then they do it again on some other things about social liberalism and things like that. But it was the economic one that really stood out to me. So, someone said Trump is golfing again. I showed him my new sign when he arrived at the golf course, and it says I ordered Mary's book.
But again, he doesn't like cancel culture and censorship, but he definitely wanted to stop this person from writing a book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
That's not authoritarian at all.
Mm-hmm.
And but that's not even the first or second book he's tried to stop this year.
This year. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, basically, we're going to get the sound that I make in the morning when I have my first cup of coffee. But this kitty's face is also super, super cute.
That's the noise I make when I come. So my face is equally contorted. So.
Great. Now we've all got that image. Bonnie and Clyde have really let themselves go. These people.
Oh, these twats. You can tell they've never actually done anything with a gun ever.
Yeah, definitely.
They hold a gun like an Austin Powers character, which is funny because that's meant to be a joke.
Yeah.
Whereas these people are an actual joke.
They are. Yeah, and they got arrested for this.
Good.
Yeah,
you can't just fucking pull guns on people.
No.
The fuck?
No.
Well, unless you're a police officer, in which case you can just shoot black people, obviously. But generally speaking, it's fine.
Someone was like, they're defending their property. I'm like, you can't just no, that's not how it works. You can't aim your gun at people on the sidewalk. And two, they have to be entering your house, and you have to think they're entering your house for an illegal purpose. You can't just come out in your front porch with a shotgun. Fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this was good. The Supreme Court struck down a restrictive Louisiana abortion law, which was basically the same law in Texas, but then a different circuit court went, well, Louisiana isn't Texas, so we're going to send this up to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court was like, nah, this is just like Texas. Yeah.
And of course, old Rapey McRapeface, who said he definitely wouldn't overturn Roe v. Wade. Mm-hmm. He was in favour of that, as soon as he gets a chance, voted in favour of this law. Thankfully, he was on the minority, but who cares?
Yeah, Kavanaugh, total prick.
Yeah.
Complete.
Who would have thought he had a problem with women's rights?
Yeah.
Strange.
So this Why Not says, so that's what the last Pringle noise is on the happy hour, but it's actually, the Pringle noises on the happy hour. But I like this video title, which says, what my last Pringle sees. Sound definitely has to be up for this one. So just imagine you're the last Pringle lying in the bottom of the tube before, of course, the tube is then filled with wine. And Kristi starts drinking out of it and riding around the parking lot in her rascal.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh. Why is that cat on a motorbike?
Got it.
Yes. Fuck yes, cat. Lovely stuff.
Oh yes, this was pretty funny.
Look how she's holding that gun. It's ridiculous.
It is.
Oh god.
She's holding it like a garden hose that she's watering a tree with.
Yeah.
Oh.
Luke Ken Chadbro and Karen Chadbro. Nice.
Yes. Marxist mob and special guest Freedom Musket.
Yeah. This is all I'll say is 3 words: well-regulated militia.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Tony Blakeway is in the chat saying, "Why not is Tony backwards?" Hey.
All right. Yeah, no, I got that now. I didn't say that because I don't care. But still, that's actually quite good. I just put Kevin because that's my name. I'm so original like that. People ask me, "Oh, well, why did you decide to use your name in the YouTube channel?" Because it's my name.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean,
it's easy to remember.
I didn't give a fuck. I know there's sort of no point pretending to not get doxed anymore. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. Fucking when the makeup people, what do they call them? Makeup artists or whatever, when they're getting doxxed. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
everyone's
beauty
getting doxxed.
community. I've got a little bit
Yeah.
of that coming up.
Yeah, some mentalness anyway. Well, I'm going to do this all in one, okay? I'm not doing 7 fucking versions. Ba-ba-dum, boom, boom. Lots of pricks bite the dust.
Yeah, you want to tell us a little bit about each of these pricks?
Yes, I do. YouTube decided to take out, as the title of this stream suggests, some of the trash. Stefan Molyneux, just a favourite of the show, really. A friend, you might say. A friend to eggs everywhere.
Anyone who spells Stefan in the Polish fashion, you know.
Yeah, a creepy, one of the most perversely creepy motherfuckers ever. And I think still the most accurate thing I've ever said on my channel, the leader of the world's shittest cult. Literally the worst cult ever. Yeah, he's a horrific human being in so many ways, and has turned even worse since the Defence Centre Manosphere episode on him, because he's now an out-and-out white nationalist. He's been banned. That's funny. Then, of course, went to Twitch and was instantly banned there too.
Yeah, like within a day, within a half hour.
Yeah, no, it was literally like a couple of hours. He did one stream and they banned him. And I don't think it was anything he said in the stream. It was just like his reputation preceded him. They don't, like, Twitch don't make that much money as it is right now because they're still like a struggling competitor to YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And they've got their own Me Too thing going on. So let's, a lot of shit going down there. They don't need actual Nazis flocking there. So they got rid of him, which is nice. NPI/Rhetorics is that's the National Policy Institute, which is Richard Spencer's organisation. It was an NPI conference, famously, that he did the whole "Hail white people, hail Trump, hail victory" thing, and people started zig heiling. So that the NPI. Neo-Nazi.
Sorry, everyone. I muted. Sorry, can you go back? I needed to cough. I thought I muted myself. I muted you. They heard me coughing. They just missed everything from American Renaissance. Take it back.
Okay. So American Renaissance have gotten banned too. That's the organisation of Jared Taylor, who's a neo-Nazi prick who famously, or infamously, whatever, went on Sargon's channel, and Sargon said he was very intelligent.
Oh, God.
Holocaust denier.
Oh, Carl, you're so shit.
Yeah. American Renaissance podcasts, as the name would suggest, there was a channel full of podcasts from American Renaissance, mainly Jared Taylor talking to other racists. So that got banned as well. Richard Spencer, neo-Nazi prick, domestic abuser, and broke. And David Duke, former Grand Exalted Cyclops, I kid you not,
what?
Of the Ku Klux Klan. That was the official phrasing.
God.
Grand Exalted Cyclops of a chapter of the KKK, and isn't any less racist now, just less actively KKK than he once was. And, of course, endorsed Donald Trump for president, which is nice.
Oh, yeah.
He got banned. So good. Yeah, so that's nice. And, of course, this was written presumably before Warski got taken down. And I think there are a couple of other smaller channels as well that I can't remember because, like I say, this week has been a blur of sleep deprivation for me.
I saw the number 25,000, I think.
Yeah, but I think a lot of those were like weird little
dead channels.
But that was literally just taking out some detritus, basically, just like channels that weren't particularly active or whatever. So
yeah. So hurrah!
Yeah. Have you got also the Reddit? Have you got anything on the Reddit?
And I didn't get too much on the Reddit. No.
Purgings. Okay, well, I'll mention that here then.
Yeah.
Lots of Reddit, the blogging site thing, whatever you want to call it, had lots of theirs taken down. Again, mostly tiny ones that no one's ever heard of, but some big ones are the Donald.
Really?
That got taken down for hate speech.
Wow.
Chapo Trap House, which you might think, oh, well, they're attacking leftists. Not really, because even the people who literally do Chapo Trap House were celebrating.
Oh,
because it had become so toxic that they had disowned it long ago.
Wow.
So they were happy that it got taken down because there were lots of genuinely unironic guillotine talk and things really nasty. So that got taken down. Various other racist neo-Nazi ones, like the what's it called? Anti-consumerism or something, which might, again, sounds kind of leftist, but essentially is neo-Nazi memes masquerading as anti-consumerism when they're not. They're very pro-capitalist. Anyway, and various other ones as well. But those are kind of the big ones that got taken down.
Wow.
Because of a new hate speech policy thing, which is good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, it's only taken like, what, 5, 6, 7 years? I mean, they're going in slow motion here, being dragged along.
Well, because, again, they're going to realise that companies don't want to be associated with that. They're not going to advertise on your site if you're really, really racist.
Yeah,
well, they'll advertise if you're a bit racist, because it's plausible deniability. But if you've got out-and-out Nazi shit and like genuinely people saying, oh, we should go and murder this ex-politician. Yeah. Or we should go out and randomly murder police officers. Like, that's not going to go over well with anyone, really. Like, even I don't like the police. I don't think you should go out and murder random police officers. And if you say that, you're likely to get arrested, you idiots. Anyway, so yeah, don't do that.
Okay. So thanks for that info dump. I didn't know that.
It's okay. Those are the things I picked up this week.
I just thought this is, I don't know, I thought it was random art that was sort of, I guess, dark for our time, but it's also, death blowing bubbles, 18th century. The bubbles symbolize life's fragility. This plasterwork appears on the ceiling of the Holy Grave Chapel in Mickelsburg Abbey, Bamberg, Germany. After the monastery's dissolution in 1803, the buildings are now used as a city hospital.
Should have bombed it during the war.
But I just thought it was kind of like very unusual.
Yeah, that is strange and also appropriate for a hospital.
Oh, I mean, it is a hospital, yeah. I mean, it is a place of mortality too.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're wondering if you've got like you're waiting on cancer results or whatever, and you're strolling by and you see death up on the wall, I don't know that that's great. Like, I mean, the walls aren't really there to do bedside manner, but
that's
still,
true. Yeah. I thought it was.
It's probably best not to like taunt people with mortality in a hospital, really.
Well, I guess that's pretty. I live about within walking distance of a place where they have an entire chamber with bones on the walls because they thought they were the bones of. Like,
just a friend's house, or
no, this is a church. It's St. Ursula's. It's not too far from where I work, actually. And so I mean, that seems pretty tame by comparison. In the Middle Ages, when the plague was around, and they were like, "Oh, look, the bones of saints. Let's put them over the walls as decoration." So they're like flower sort of flower patterns with ribs. Yes.
Yeah, in Ireland, they've got lots of that. We've been over many times to visit family and stuff because my dad's an Irishman. I think I've mentioned before. And even little tiny parochial churches, they've got like Saint blah, 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 who cares, who's the patron saint of virtually nothing, but was like a local hero in the 15th century. And they've got just their fucking mummified head.
Yes.
Just on display behind glass and stuff. You think, this is phenomenally creepy. What the fuck are you doing? Just bury it. Move on. It's so disgusting. Look, the finger bone of Saint blah de blah.
A lot of finger bone.
Stop it.
Relics.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway.
We're supposed to have
It's not the worst thing about the Irish Catholic Church, but still. It's not
a creepy
nice.
thing. Yeah.
It's a very creepy thing,
yeah. Ben Shapiro thinks that the most likely the sound was off on Donald Trump's computer when he retweeted the video of supporters saying white power.
I'm surprised he's able to sit up with no spine.
Do you want to hear his annoying little voice say it?
Yeah, because it'll be over quickly anyway.
Okay.
This reared its ugly head yesterday again when President Trump decided to retweet a video. And this made national news because, again, it is reflective of a narrative that the left would like to push, which is that President Trump is a white supremacist. Now, I think what actually happened here is the same thing that happens to a lot of people on Twitter. When you're bored, you just start retweeting things. And when you retweet things, you don't always watch the video all the way to the end. And President Trump, as we know, has the attention span of an ant. Right? The president of the United States he literally...
By the way, it was in the first 8 seconds. Just as context
Yeah. Not just that, but Ben, if your defense of him is he's too much of a fucking idiot to be able to retweet stuff.
Think about that for a second.
Yeah, that doesn't make it any better, really.
No.
It makes him slightly less racist. It makes him no less incompatible with the role he currently holds.
Yeah.
He's not suitable either on the grounds that he's a massive racist, which he is, or that he's incompetent, which he also is.
Yeah, both things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think the fact that Ben can't really look into the camera is an indication that he knows he's full of shit? Or is that how he always is?
Yeah. And not just that, but it's even more pathetic that, I mean, again, Ben won't like this because he only does identity politics when it suits him. Mm-hmm. But as a Jewish guy, the fact that he's defending this obviously white supremacist bullshit because he knows, like you say, he can't look into the camera. He doesn't go on a massive tirade in that kind of confident way he does when he thinks he's got like a gotcha thing going on.
Yeah.
He must know that this is exactly what he's doing, and it must eat him up inside that he's sold his soul this way.
Yeah, and he's got to defend this now.
He tried to do the Never Trump thing. It hit his bottom line. He's backpedaled and is now a fawning, pathetic lackey. You fucking shameful disgrace of a human being, Ben Shapiro.
All right. I mean, we got the gist of it. Do you want to hear any more?
No.
Okay, that's enough. 11 seconds. Lapdog. Oh, this was good. TikTok has a lot of this. I mean, for, instant communication of a small message, TikTok is very effective. But I thought that this was pretty funny. So it's about this mask war that maybe the masked side is winning finally. But anyway.
I was at Walgreens and there was this woman who refused to wear a mask, even though it's mandatory in my county right now. And she was being super rude to the employee there, saying, I don't need to wear one. This is my America's free. And so another lady in the store comes up and starts spraying the signature Bath and Body Works scent, warm vanilla sugar, all over her face. And was like, bitch, I bet you wish you were wearing a mask now. And it was crazy. But you know what? I'd do it again.
Talking of TikTok, did you see a certain young Miss Conway doing her
Yes.
thing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's funny. Have you got that coming up, or should we mention it?
Well, I tried to get it coming up, but I saw some of her social media had been removed. So I don't know if you want to just talk about it now since it's up here.
Kellyanne Conway, the president's alternative facts expert, idiot. Her husband not only works for like a Never Trump organization thing, but her daughter fucking despises Trump and has been very open on TikTok and various social media accounts about what a turd he is, which is funny.
Yep. And then it got a little personal yesterday. I don't know if you saw that when it was happening. We'll get to it.
No, what happened? Did her mom say "fuck you" or something?
Well, no. Actually, it was her dad. The daughter. What's her name again? I can't remember.
Dave.
No. We'll wait. We'll get to it. Because I want to get her name right. Anyway. Oh yeah.
David Price is opted out of the 2020 MLB season.
Yep.
So the Dodgers got a complete pup. Awesome. So go on. That's funny.
Devin Nunes' cow was banned from Parler too.
Yeah, this is, as I tweeted there, this is a fucking disgrace. This is an outrage. And goes to show you how absolutely devoid of any actual free speech principle these fuckers have.
Yep.
Because I dare say Devin Nunes, his cow, was probably just tweeting about being Devin Nunes' cow, I imagine, because that's what that account does. So, and it is censorship. I stand with
Devin Nunes' cow. Moo.
Devin Nunes' cow. Yeah.
Moo, bitch.
Yeah. We need to free the Frisian. Hey.
This is
a slogan.
Yay. It's kind of a sad pick, but actually it's good news. Well, no, it's not really good news. But there was an outbreak in Pittsburgh, but it's been linked to bars, not protests. And we're seeing this again and again, that the outbreaks that we're seeing aren't linked to the BLM protests.
Cool.
Masking worked. Oh yeah, this is Connor. Ben Shapiro. Name the racist thing and I will absolutely fight racism with you. Also Ben Shapiro. Look, Trump probably had his computer muted for the first part of the white power video. It's not his fault. Yeah. Hypocrite. Hypocrite.
You're enabling. And again, Ben, you're enabling people who want to put you in a camp. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Hey, this passed and I didn't even realize it. You want to go ahead and read this out?
Happy 1 year anniversary of Andy and Go getting hit in the head, hit with a milkshake, then going on national news to say it gave him brain damage. Yeah, he dropped his beans, everybody. And for some reason started speaking in an English accent. Even though he's from Seattle.
Yes, getting killed
which is
milk.
About as far away from
ice cream.
England as you can get in the Northern Hemisphere.
Yeah.
But, whatevs.
You want to hear Dave Rubin deny that Stefan Molyneux was part of the new center?
I do.
All right, here we go.
You talk about
and not just that. Can I just point out, even if he hadn't said that, he literally let Stefan Molyneux go on a rant about race and IQ.
Oh no, we got to Underwear Man.
Him. What?
Oh no, it slid. The marker slid. It went really far.
His underwear slid. Oh, that's a wedgie then. That's bad.
Oh, we're back.
Fuck you. There we go. Jesus.
I found it.
Good, I'm glad you did. Anyway, so yeah, race and IQ. Dave Rubin's full of shit.
Just generally, whatever you'd say, and then Dave Rubin is full of shit. Like you could just put that after whatever he says. All right, let's hear this.
You talk about a new centre evolving, but you draw that new centre around some people that I would consider on the right, like Stefan Molyneux, for example.
Well, I've never said that Stefan Molyneux's in the new centre.
Really?
Have you ever heard me say that?
I thought you had.
No, I've never said that. No.
5 years ago, where liberals and conservatives were just fighting about everything, now actually there's a new center developing, and I think both of us are sort of in.
You talk about a new center.
They doubly want to put you in a camp.
Lauren Chen, I actually think I bookmarked this in case I wanted to do more MythCon videos.
Oh, okay. What's she saying?
In this case, let's see. Lauren Chen says that even though liberals aren't having kids or heterosexual relationships, their ideology won't die out because they're actively corrupting everyone else's children with it.
As CEO of Antifa, I can confirm that is true, Lauren. Big brainedness.
I think I'll just save that kind of, I don't even know what to call that. Homophobia with conspiracy.
Dipshittery?
Dipshittery. Yeah, that's a generic enough. Yeah, I think that kind of sums it up. This is weird. This is where American politics is right now. The Lincoln Project is so effective at getting under Trump's skin, as we noted in the last show. Jared Holt tweeted this on Fox News. The Club for Growth, which is Grover Norquist. Do you know who that?
Yeah, that's the guy who made all the GOP congressmen and senators sign the thing saying they want to shrink the government so he could fit it into a bathtub.
Yeah, like they'll never raise taxes or something.
Yeah.
Kind of right-wing bullshit.
Yeah.
Club for Growth ran an ad targeting the Lincoln Project.
So not even targeting like Biden, targeting the Lincoln Project.
He goes on to write, not sure I remember another instance of a PAC targeting another PAC like that before.
This is the first noted example of PAC-on-PAC crime.
I think it is. I think it is. That's just amazing to me. Like they're realizing how effective the Lincoln Project are.
Well, that's the thing. That I mean, they're not just effective on conservatives, but just for the fact it's annoying Trump is good.
Yeah, it's distracting him. It's taking him off. They're having to spend money on DC ads just so he sees his own ads.
Yeah, in DC. What the fuck is the point of that's literally just wasting money.
Yeah.
Jesus
like,
Christ.
I'm so upset that MSNBC is airing Trump ads. I'm like, why? They're just going to turn around and use that money to pay Rachel Maddow to do exposés on Trump.
Yeah, exactly. They're literally paying the wages of Maddow's research team.
Yeah. So fine.
Good.
He's not going to get a single voter on MSNBC.
No. Anyone who watches MSNBC, other than I suppose maybe people looking for clips, like who work for Fox News, looking for clips maybe or something.
Yeah.
None of them are voting for him.
Nope.
To be honest with you, at this point, anyone who was going to vote for Trump will either not vote or still vote for Trump. Like you're not.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to win any new voters.
No, he can only lose support at this People who hate
Yeah.
him aren't going to start to like him better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't see that's gonna do any. I don't see he can do anything at this point.
Oh, want to do a dun? Yesterday, Stefan.
Bum. Another big buzz of dust.
Yeah, Stefan Molyneux also tried to get on SoundCloud, or it was on SoundCloud, and he got kicked.
Oh God, he's been kicked off everywhere, apart from Twitter, Jack. I notice. You fucking idiot. Anyway, but yeah, so he's been banned from YouTube, from SoundCloud, from Twitch. Fucking hell! It literally is just. I don't know if is he still on Facebook, possibly, but he's basically just on Twitter now. And what's the Nazi one? Not Vimeo, something like that. Anyway, BitChute. There we go. Where no one watches anything because it's BitChute. Who gives a fuck?
This is a bookmark. I left it so that Fetche Lavash could get credit. Oh, this is great.
Twitter is censorship. I'm leaving for somewhere where I can debate freely in a true marketplace of ideas. 10 minutes later, I've been barred from posting pictures of my poo.
Now, I don't know if this is real. I'm assuming it is because it's funnier that way. But this is from John Matsey from Parler, saying, "To the people complaining on Twitter about being banned on Parler, please pay heed. There are very basic few rules that we need you to follow on Parler. If these are not to your liking, we apologize, but we will enforce. When you disagree with someone, posting pics of your fecal matter in the comment section will not be..."
Look, it's your fecal matter. How do you know that? How do you know it's not just a generic photo of poo? Do you have to test for that? Look, you can post a picture of someone else's shit, but your own is disgusting.
No,
Degeneracy
will not be tolerated. Next, your username cannot be obscene like cum dumpster.
Which is interesting because Renfamous, who I had on my channel talking about Comics Guy about a year ago now, she had has, I don't know if she's been cancelled since, a Parler account, and said that she did a search and found 20 plus accounts with the N-word, hard R N-word, in their name. So cum dumpster bad, N-word perfectly fine.
Fine, yeah.
Interesting to see where they're prepared to draw their lines in the free speech battle.
Yeah.
Because apparently it's okay to do like gas chamber jokes, but cum dumpsters wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, they've got to have some kind of boundaries. No pornography. Doesn't matter who, what, where, when, or in what realm. Okay, they're tradcons. Is that...
Does poo count as porn?
Why is Ted Cruz on there then?
Exactly, yeah. Because he's going to get banned when he inevitably does the thing where he's wanking over cuck porn of someone who looks like his wife.
Right.
You know, which is, look, if you're into that sort of thing,
yeah,
fine.
We're not shaming.
Don't pretend to be like manly man.
Yeah.
I'm the manly man and heritage and the Western civilization. I'm just going to jerk it to some fucking cuck porn of a woman who looks exactly like my wife.
All right. Next, we will not allow you to spam other people trying to speak with unrelated comments like "fuck you" in every comment. It's stupid. It's pointless. Grow up.
To be honest with you, that last sentence. That last sentence could sum up exactly my feelings towards Parler.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's pointless. It's stupid. Grow up. Yeah.
Next, you cannot threaten to kill anyone in the comment section.
But what about if I want to kill them somewhere else?
I see what you did there.
You see what I did there, yeah.
Sorry, never ever going to be okay. Maybe lead with that one. Maybe not lead with the poo.
What? That's what a sentence. Maybe not lead with the poo. Okay, exactly. Don't bury a lead in poo. Would be yeah, not just that, but again, it's okay to do gas the Jews jokes. Isn't that threatening to kill lots of people?
Yeah, that's a good point. It's really hard to argue with the grammatical syntax of those two different sentences. You know. Yeah. But
I like that they specify don't put pictures of your poo.
Yes.
If you want to put general pictures of poo, that's fine. Obviously, that's in
generic
the Bible.
Poo.
But just generic poo. But your own poo is just weird.
I'm gonna walk the line and do the poo emocon. But that one. Yeah,
That's technically your poo, though, isn't it?
Well, it is my emocon poo, yeah.
Exactly. Well, that's against Parler's rules. What are you doing? These are the arbiters of justice and freedoms of the speeches. So,
all right. Hey, look at this. Facebook removing hundreds of Boogaloo accounts for promoting violence. How long have they been on the network, Zuckerberg?
Yeah, and presumably there's still loads that are.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, okay. I mean, it's good. It makes it less shit, but it's still shit.
Yep. Yeah, I thought this was interesting, and in full disclosure, because I saw it and it really.
Also, I don't know if you got this, but just as we're on the fuck Mark Zuckerberg train, he's trying to sue the people of Hawaii because they won't let him colonize their land for his mansion.
Yeah, he wants more property to build his house on, or some such shit.
Yeah, that's not your land.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck you,
really,
Zuckerberg, you piece of garbage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Germany's defense minister said she's ordered a partial dissolution of the elite KSK commando force, which has come under growing criticism over right-wing extremism in its ranks. So many Nazis in the German elite force that they must be restructured. So yeah, they're gonna bust it up.
Good.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. I'm all for that. I think this is Vadim. Yeah. Platforming.
I was going to do one along the very similar lines, but I didn't bother in the end, where I was going to have that. And by the way, the original we focused on this channel was literally a picture of an egg, a chicken's egg. That's a normal thing. And a picture of a red high heel shoe.
Yes.
Totally normal, adult behavior. And my one was going to be a KKK hood in one hand, and then the words having a YouTube channel on the other.
There you go. Yep, the choices.
Yeah. But of course that still wouldn't work because there's still loads of Nazis. It's just he was too high profile with it.
Yes. Yeah. He stuck his head above the parapets one too many times.
Exactly. And if you're a Nazi nail, Antifa hammers waiting.
Mm.
That's a metaphor.
Yes.
That's not hate speech. That's a metaphor.
All right, GOP stripping a provision from the intelligence bill that would require campaigns to report foreign election help. Gee.
That's strange. I wonder why they're doing that.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very
Jesus.
patriotic.
Could it be any more fucking nakedly corrupt?
No.
Well, I suppose they could be maybe the arrest of Ghislaine Maxwell and then Barr trying to visit her within 24 hours of her arrest.
Did he?
Maybe. He did.
I didn't
and her
hear
lawyer
that.
Her lawyer said, no, you can't visit her. Yeah, William Barr, the fucking, the top law dude of the American federal government.
Attorney General.
Attorney General, yes. Tried to visit a random person who's been arrested. I wonder why. Yeah, could you be any more, again, just corrupt as fuck?
As like I said... Yeah, like the longer I see Barr in action, the more the Epstein being murdered narrative becomes credible to me.
Yeah, I'm almost convinced he was. Now, I'm not saying it was necessarily Trump or whoever, but it was so convenient for so many people who could make that happen.
Yeah, that's the thing. And at first I was like, that's, because I'm not one for conspiracy theories. I'm really not. I've got a high threshold. But it's been months of seeing Barr operate. That's convinced me, not the initial conspiracy theory. He's
exactly.
Walking into it.
Yeah, and he, like I say, he literally tried to visit her.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Haven't you got shit to be doing as the Attorney General?
Yeah, you'd think.
You want to visit this one person who's just been arrested? She hasn't even been charged with anything at this point. Or hadn't then. I don't know if she has since. And you want to visit her in prison?
Mm-hmm.
And not just that, she's literally being held in exactly the same prison that the corpse of her late friend was found. Which is, again, a little bit weird. A little bit strange, maybe. Anyway, so yeah.
Yes, just a little distraction. Haruka, were you a mod in my channel or in Kevin's? Because we've been doing happy hours on Kevin's channel for a while. So, but you're back, by the way. You're modded again. All right, okay, here are 2 facts. We've been going for almost 2 hours, which we knew was going to be a long one. 2, we're about halfway done because we're at June 30th.
Okay, should I do mine first?
Well, I was just gonna
return.
I was just gonna suggest like a 5-minute break because I would like to make popcorn and I would like to have a comfort break and I would like to unfold my legs because I sit cross-legged for the shows. Or unless you just want to babble for a couple minutes. So either we can
I can babble.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to take the screen sharing off so you can show something on your screen?
No. Just leave fucking prick face's stupid face on the screen.
Which prick face do you want? Do you want Marco Rubio or do you want Stefan Molyneux, the little baby Stefan Molyneux?
Well, just leave that. That's fine.
Okay.
That can be the thumbnail.
All right. I am going to be back in a couple minutes.
Okay. So Kristi's going to go make popcorn. Kristi's American, and it's July the 4th, and that's a thing that Americans do. They also fuck eagles, probably, I imagine. Yes. How's everyone in the chat doing? Just out of interest. I'm watching football from Portugal, because I'm a hardcore. When is my hammer... What? Where is my hammer sickle? Cooler. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah. As well as can be expected. Okay. That's good. Anyway, yes, sir. I was distracted there for a second. Yes. A programming note has worked for my channel. If I can ever access the blasted thing again, it's been glitchy. I didn't do a Dissent and Manosphere on the ICMI, the International Conference on Men's Issues 2019, because they were rushing. They didn't put out the videos for the actual speeches and stuff, but they have now. So I think I'm going to do that and try and rush that out before like November or October or whatever, when the next one is. So you'll get the ICMI 2019 in the latter half of 2020. And there's some good stuff in that. When I say good stuff, I mean horrific stuff. I think the focus of it's probably going to be Tommy Sotomayor, who's trash. I don't know if you're aware of him. He's American black dude who seems to really hate black people. He doesn't seem to like that many white people either, but he certainly definitely hates all black people, it seems. And he's garbage. He basically went there and did black people are shit comedy bit at the start, and where all these white racists got to laugh at it because it's a black guy saying it, and that's fine then. Fucking hell. Dreadful stuff. So that'll be a thing. Karen Strahan being just arse-achingly unfunny as well. Sarcastic intros to everything. Oh my God. In fact, God. There was a British member of Parliament spoke there. He was trash, and still is trash, of course. I mean, Philip Davies, who helped try and stop the upskirting bill. So that's, not good. Anyway, what else was there? Mike Buchanan of the Justice for Men and Boys, in brackets, and the Women Who Love Them, or close brackets, party. Although he's not the leader anymore. Actually, the leader of that party is a woman, which is hilarious. Anyway, he was introducing everyone at the start and being like, gentlemen and ladies, say thank you, every single time. It was gentlemen and ladies, which is not the end of the world, but it's just such a petty thing to do because everyone knows it's ladies and gentlemen. That's just the way it's always been, right? And there's nothing necessarily wrong either way. I wouldn't expect them to add and non-binary people because basically those things are just for white straight dudes, as you can tell by the fact that the one black dude speaker they had was basically there to prop up white supremacism, which he did, and patriarchy, which he did. I'm going to say prop up. I don't mean he's literally propping them up. He's just trying to defend them with his hatred. He's fucking trash. which meant he went down a storm with the ICMI. Anyway, that one was being held in Chicago during the middle of last year. And the editing, oh my God, the tech problems. Like, it basically, this conference was like if I put it on. That's the kind of tech issues they were having. It was dog shit. The microphones, the sound problems in some of the videos are amazing. Anyway, so yeah, that's a thing. And the next one's being held in the Netherlands, which is a departure. I think that's the first one not being held in English speaking. Well, everyone in the Netherlands speaks English, but it's not officially an English speaking nation, is it? Because we've had 2 in America, 2 in London, and 1 in Australia. And technically they speak English in Australia. I was talking about the ICMI.
Oh,
they
conference?
Released the videos for that.
Oh,
finally? For the one from 2019. So I'm going to rush that out before they do the next one in, I think it's October or something, in the Netherlands. I was just commenting on the fact that it's the first non-English speaking place they've gone to.
Oh, where are they going this time? Sorry.
The Netherlands.
Oh God, they're gonna be closest to me.
They are. I'm surprised they've gone to such a den of liberal iniquity. It's absolute degenerates, like Henk.
So you have to watch every single one of the talks in order to do that wrap up, or how does that work?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but they're easy for me. I find them enormously entertaining because they're so shit. Yeah, I was just explaining to everyone. I think I'm going to focus on the talk by Tommy Sotomayor. You aware of him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is fucking garbage. Yeah, so that's fun. Including, of course, oh God, and this is it gets to the heart of the rot that is the men's rights movement. That he goes on about how it's terrible, and he has a point initially when he says it's terrible that young boys who get, and content warning for sexual assault here, boys who get like raped by their female teachers don't get as much sympathy as like women who get raped by their male teachers or whatever, because it's seen as like a fantasy thing or whatever.
Yeah,
and he has a point there, but then does a joke later on about how he sort of sees the point in what Bill Cosby was doing. But it's just a joke, guys, honest. You think, well, you've kind of lost the credibility to talk on the topic once you've done that, really, haven't you?
Pretty much.
Jesus. Anyway, so, yeah. So that, I think I'll focus on that because it's, and I was just explaining the technical problems as well. Like, my sound in my videos isn't great, but I am not being paid hundreds of pounds a ticket by people. These fuckers were, and the audio is dreadful.
Really?
Oh my God!
Do they do anything?
Most of the videos have like a kind of whining sound from the microphone. They do this thing where they're clearly recording that rather than having the recording from the actual microphone the person speaking into, it's from each camera. Because when they change camera angle, the volume and pitch goes completely shit.
No.
And in one shot, it'll be quite quiet, and you'll have it on full blast, and especially when you've got earphones in. And then they go to the other camera where it's obviously picking the sound up much better, and it blasts your fucking head off.
Oh God!
It's so dreadful. Oh my God! Anyway,
is it Shelley Landon bad?
Oh, that's there's elements of it.
Yeah.
Not as much misspelling. I'll give them that much. They haven't misspelled like Chicago where it was held.
Right.
Which is it would have been more acceptable, really, considering they're not trying to get elected in Chicago, whereas Shelley is trying to get elected in Oklahoma. So,
also, I think I remember one of the earlier ones. They were filming outside, and there's all these fucking planes going over.
Yep. That was the ICMI 2016 in London. Yeah, with a guy called Ewan Jones, who will make an appearance again, albeit this time he did the interviews indoors. He's a Welshman who was interviewing him. And for those who don't know, haven't seen it, it was held at the Excel Centre, and actually 2 years later was held at the same place. Anyway, doesn't matter. And it's right next to City Airport in the centre of London. So you have planes taking off and leaving every couple of minutes. And And the conference center know that, obviously, so they've got incredible soundproofing to the point where, look, I've been there, and it's genuinely, you can't hear the planes until the door, you go outside, for like a smoke or whatever.
Yeah.
So do the interviews indoors. He eventually works this out, and he's got like 2 or 3, which presumably were the last ones he did, indoors, and you can hear the person. And they don't have to stop every 5 minutes. And he didn't bother, when he had to wait for the airplane to go over, he didn't bother editing it. So you just have him and, like, say, Paul Elam just stood there in silence being blasted by a fucking jet engine. You fucking idiots. What are you doing? I mean, I make shit YouTube videos, but I'm better than this load. Fucking hell.
Anyway. You do one audio file. You don't cut between shots and just switch your audio. Like,
yeah. Oh, it's so bad. And oh god, some of the questions, like, because they do like a 40-minute presentation, and then like 10-15-minute Q&A at the end of each bit. And the Q&A, you can't actually really hear what the fuck's being asked. So they're just saying words, and you're like, what is he responding to? This could be a brilliant answer, or it could be complete bollocks. I don't know, because I couldn't hear the question, even though they had a microphone, so you could hear like, and then he'll start going, yeah, actually, feminism is evil. What did they ask? What is this? You know. Anyway, so that's fun.
It is getting to Shelley Landon territory there.
It is, and there are a couple of moments where the editing, they just cut off mid-word. Brilliant. I don't know if
the camera ran out of battery.
No, because they'll cut, like, I mean, presumably like, there was interference with the thing, or like a random pause, or so they just cut out like 10 seconds. And rather than editing it properly, it's just cut out like half a word. And you just think, I still got the meaning of the sentence, but look, it's still sloppy as shit.
Yeah.
And people are going to think, I cut that really badly if I put that clip in. So I'm now thinking to myself, am I going to have to retroactively adjust their quality to make it less shit so people don't think I've butchered it?
Am I going to have to mix their audio for them?
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to have to clean up their fucking sloppy nonsense so that people don't think I've completely fucked their audio.
You might
I think I'm going to lead with the technological problems of this sort of thing were fucking shit, so that when I then play clips from it later on, people don't think, Kev, you were bollocks this up, mate. I can't even fucking hear this, and then he's shouting. Jesus.
Well, you can do a quick leveling of your final audio.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, that's
because you're a professional. You're more professional than that conference.
Yeah, exactly. And this is supposedly an international conference.
Yeah,
brilliant.
And they make these videos every single year. They haven't learned a fucking thing.
No. Well, they're a half-assed set of idiots. They're fucking. Oh god, Alison Tieman's thing showed it perfectly. It's like 40 grand in donations for a lawsuit where they hired a disbarred lawyer to represent them, genius, on a case that they knew they couldn't win, that everyone told them they couldn't win, and then when they didn't win, and everyone was just like, oh, that's a shame. What? So 40 grand went down there. They raised money for a house, which I thought, well, that would be really good if it was like a homeless men's shelter or a battered husband's shelter or something, something positive, worthwhile. That's awesome. No, just a house for them to do their stuff in.
Nope. Yep.
Just literally a honey badger house where they do like filing
a honey trap house.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I don't think that's fair, to be honest. But yeah,
isn't a honey trap where you bait someone into something?
But isn't honey trap specifically sexual?
I don't think it has to be. I just think you have to kind of like think with your parts, but you don't actually have to go to bed with them. It's the promise of it.
Okay, well, they're not promising to fuck anyone.
Well, no, but it's sort of like
they are metaphorically fucking their supporters. So
yeah, exactly. They're the honey badgers, the honey trap house.
I know what you were trying to go with, but just for legal reasons, in case you're suggesting they're running some sort of prostitution ring in Toronto. No, I don't think they are.
That wasn't where I went with that. With my mind, no. So.
Or where I don't know if it's Toronto, wherever it was, a Canadian city, whatever.
Somewhere in Canada. All right, get ready to do your song, Kev.
Ba-ba-dum, bum, bum. Another prick bites the dust.
Yeah, this time the Mississippi governor signs the bill removing the Confederate symbol from the state flag.
Could they also remove a couple of the S's? That's unnecessary.
No, I think they need those for the Mississippi part.
No, they don't. You've got 4 of the S's. You don't need 4 S's. We get the idea.
They could
It
change
still
them to
would be
Zs.
pronounced Mississippi if it had 2. If you take out one of the S's from each of the couples, and you could get rid of one of the P's as well, it would still pronounce exactly the same.
I'll tell you what. How about we swap out the S's for Zs?
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Well, it could be worse. In Missouri, they've charged the I out for an A.
Yeah.
Missouri.
Mm-hmm. Even though it's not an A at all.
It's not an A. Don't even get me started on Kansas, Arkansas again.
Yes.
Don't. Beer will fucking die.
I know I said this before. I'm going to keep saying it for as long as the data comes out that says this. Researchers have found that the Black Lives Matter protests in America had no significant effect on the incidence of COVID-19.
Cool.
And we saw all the people out. I'm amazed by that. Really, really amazed. And happy, obviously. Oh yeah, from Data Portal to both of us. Looks like boomering your massage parlor into live streams isn't just for Sargon anymore. So apparently Glinner fucked up his live chat.
Yeah, Glinner. Again, this is sex workers. Not having to go with them at all. But Glinner constantly going on about men using sex, these people being prostituted and blah, blah, blah. Turns out he's been going to a massage parlor in Brighton.
Yeah, which, again, legal, whatever, but just hypocrite.
Well, it probably isn't legal. But the point being
it's on Google. I don't think they have criminal enterprises on Google, do they?
I guarantee you they do, yes.
With their opening and closing hours? Okay, well...
Well, yeah, but I mean, presumably it's, oh, look, you can come in and just get like a rub down. And behind the scenes, it's clearly
a full body
fuckery.
Massage?
Well, with a happy ending,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Which is, again, I don't personally give 2 fucks, but
Nope.
but yeah, don't pretend to be like some great champion of the hooed woms and then go doing that. And also, you had a perfectly good wife you threw away.
Yeah. Apparently, Fake Queen Corey says they def have a criminal enterprise on Google. Okay, I'll defer to the chat. We know to trust the chat.
Look, I mean, bless you, Kristi.
My naivete.
You play by the rules. Life doesn't.
Right. I'm too innocent for this world. The worst person in the world.
You are. Well, exactly, yeah. You've become so innocent that you've gone full circle.
Hey, look,
and
another...
become a saint.
Yes. Hey, look, another a shit bag from at Fox News was fired after an investigation into sexual misconduct.
Well, that is surprising.
Mm-hmm. It does seem to have a lot of... I mean, other news outlets had problems too, but Fox has a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, when your whole structure is set up by Roger Ailes, the rapist...
Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to get that.
That's
going to be your...
going to be an issue.
Hey, look at this. Trump land. Oklahoma voters approve Medicaid expansion for...
I don't know where that is. Is that near Oklahoma?
Yes. This is Shelley Landon's territory.
Well, HuffPost, please don't misspell Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
This poor journalism on your behalf.
Yeah, so hopefully another 200,000 people will qualify for Medicaid.
Good.
Which would be awesome, yeah.
Isn't that like all the people in Oklahoma?
Most of them.
Yeah.
So, yep, this is pretty good. I mean, I know you would arm wrestle him for Woodrow Wilson being the second president of the Confederacy, but...
Yeah. Well, yeah, but most people don't even know who the fuck Woodrow Wilson was.
Yeah,
because he was president, not 200 years ago, 100 years ago. Literally, he was. 100 years ago today, he was president.
Oh, back in 1920?
Yes, 17 to 21.
Okay.
If I recall correctly.
During the First World War.
Indeed, yeah, he was the American representative and refused to meet with black delegates at the the conference for the Treaty of Versailles.
What a prick.
Yeah, very racist man.
Piece of shit. Okay.
Indeed.
Oh, this is a kind of a feel-good video. Apparently.
A mother duck accompanied an officer for more than a quarter of a mile. That's a lot of steps for a duck. As he brought her ducklings to safety after they were found in a pool. From previous experience, the officer knew the duck would follow him and stopped for several breaks along the way. Oh my God, that's adorable.
Yeah.
Oh.
So still a little bit suspicious there. But
Well, that's fair enough, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, you did kind of done steal my babies.
Yep. There they are.
I'm worried with that. Oh, look at them.
Watch the last one, how fast it is. Because Mom kind of gets away. And it's amazing. It's like he's skiing. Look at it. Did you see how fast he went?
Yeah, laser fast.
Laser fast. Super fast baby ducks. I didn't know they could go so fast. Boom. He's like Superman. That was amazing. That was the most important or most impressive part for me. Was how fast that little baby duck went. Oh, yeah. I thought
they will, and not just that, they will make very, very tasty alongside some hoisin in a roll.
Yeah, I don't eat a lot of duck actually.
I don't eat that either, but it's just funny.
Yes, because
the sweetness was too much for me. I have to make it bad.
Are you ready? Well, get ready.
Oh God, what is this?
Do you want to guess?
Horse's head.
Not too far off.
Go on then. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh. That is... Humanity was a mistake. I think we can all agree on that now.
Better or worse than his scuba gear?
Worse, because scuba gear won't accidentally asphyxiate you.
I don't know the dog collar or the dog thing here.
Oh, is it a dog thing? Oh, I thought it was like a plastic bag or something.
Oh, I thought...
I'm too far... Hang on, is it... Oh, it's a dog... Oh, okay, yeah, well...
What do you call it?
Technically, that'll probably... Yeah, dog cone or whatever, yeah.
Yes,
I mean, that's actually less stupid. It's still dumb, but it will actually, like... If you do cough into it, a lot of it will stick to the thing. So, I mean, it's something, but it's still dumb. I looked like it had like a plastic bag over his head. And I thought,
no.
You're going to die, you idiot. What are you doing?
Hey.
Imagine that. It's such a strange world that, it's just a dog collar is a sentence you can say.
Or just a dog cone.
Yeah. Oh, dog cone, sorry, yeah. A dog collar. If it was a dog collar, I'd be thinking, protect the children.
That looks cool. I like the studs. This is just to compare the cases in the US compared to the UK and in Germany. So that was last week. That's where there are more than...
That's one.
50 cases per 100,000.
Oh, that's just one.
Mm-hmm.
No. Then in UK, there's a few there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, that's like the entire state of New Mexico.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Not good. Virtually all of Florida as well, which is nice.
Yeah, they had 11,000 cases today.
Oh,
they have they're about 7,000 cases off of all of Germany, Florida.
Jesus Christ!
Just Florida.
Fucking hell. That's mental. Yeah.
And I think that we know why. We can explain what these numbers mean. Arizona, Biden 51, Trump 44. Florida, Biden 50, Trump 45. Michigan, Biden 48, Trump 43. North Carolina, Biden 51, Trump 44. Pennsylvania, Biden 50, Trump 44. Wisconsin, Biden 51, Trump 43.
Well, that's, yeah.
If you take out...
Rather conclusive?
If you take out the surprise result of 2016, take out the psychological damage that did to everybody on the left, we would already be talking about this like a Dukakis, like a Mondale election. But everyone is so traumatized, rightly so, after 2016. We can't even think straight anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that makes, I think, a lot of sense because it was such a peculiar thing. Yeah. I don't just when you know it's rigged in their favour. So even if it's like a 50-50 battle, we lose.
Yeah, you have to go like 70-30 just to win 51% of the seats. This kind of thing.
Well, not quite, but yes, okay.
Well, in Wisconsin, Dems got like, not quite that bad, but Dems got like 67% of the vote and they still didn't get the majority.
We're not talking about Canada, Krista.
Yes, okay. But let's talk about baby goats. This is from
Baby
Flint.
goats.
There you go, baby goats.
Baby goats.
The baby goats and trees became a thing on my show on Sunday. People in my chat were like, goats and trees. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? They're like, they're
Yeah, have you seen the goats in trees? Yeah.
Yeah, and then we ended up looking them up, and then it became a goat thing.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Again, I don't retweet the Lincoln Project, except in this case, which is absolutely hilarious. We're going to skip ahead to the end because you don't need the 40 seconds of lead up to this. I'm just going to jump in near the end. Have you seen this already, Kevin?
Yes, I have seen this already.
All right. Okay, so Trump's re-election strategy. Go. That's taking a while now. It's not used to being fast-forwarded, perhaps? This is
And
weird.
Twitter's shit.
Oh, it was fine all night.
Can't stand this poor quality internet connection.
All right, try it over here. See if it makes any difference. Yep, that's close enough.
Up in the helmets and the black masks. They've got clubs and they've got everything. Antifa!
That's just really funny to me. Like, that's legit funny to me.
Yeah.
They had actually another one too that I want to show you because it kind of ties in with something you were doing, but it's coming up. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is actually Stonewall Jackson coming down.
Ba-ba-dum, bum, bum. Another brick bites the dust.
Yay! Finally.
He was the weirdo as well.
Hmm.
He used to chew on lemons all day.
Oh yeah, I think you said that in the last show. We were talking about him.
And he got shot in the arm by one of his own men by accident and died of the pneumonia. So, there you go.
Yeah. Hey, Tucker Carlson is a racist piece of shit.
No.
Mm-hmm. He called Minneapolis was our Wuhan, comparing the Black Lives Matter protest to a disease.
Yeah, but not surprising. He's already described people as having dirtied up America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know what you are, you racist piece of shit.
Yep.
And by the way, just to any leftists who are like, oh, but he's anti-corporatist. A, no, he isn't. He's being funded by billionaires. And B, fuck you.
How can he be anti-corporatist? Do they know where he got his money?
Yeah. Yeah, good. Well, he's doing the Trumpian fake populism thing.
Oh, right.
And some leftists are like, oh, see, he said corporations are bad. And I don't give a fuck. Hitler literally tried to co-opt anti-capitalist rhetoric.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean anything.
Nope.
And certainly doesn't mean he's someone you can do business with. He's trash. And if you support him, you're trash.
Yeah, all those things are true. Facebook admits Ben Shapiro is breaking its rules because apparently he has some sort of relationship with a business that's helping to promote his content or something.
Yeah, he's basically, it's unsurprisingly, he's being funded by billionaires and they're astroturfing him because no one actually likes him, really. But if you astroturf enough, like PragerU, you can get clicks.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So, hopefully they'll take him off Facebook because that would be fair if he's breaking their rules.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're running out of time, but Flint, this cafe, at the Freedom Cafe, we're like, you don't have to wear a face mask, and we might not cook your chicken at the proper temperature, but we believe in our cook's freedom to experiment with your food. And there's like 7 tweets. So what I'll do is I'll unretweet it, because it is pretty long, and we are already 2 hours in. And I'll retweet it. So... Oh, yeah, because Trump said that he thought he looked like the Lone Ranger wearing a mask.
Yeah, and he just tweets out, the Lone Ranger. Who are you talking to? What? Jesus, anyway, yeah. So, that's a thing.
Yep, but who was that masked man?
Yeah, that's, what, an idiot.
Oh, I don't know if you saw this. The America First tee.
Yeah, bit Nazi-licious, unsurprising.
Nazi-licious. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. Not just that, but did you see that they had a baseball with the Trump logo thing on it, priced at $88?
Oh, great.
Because 85 would 90, no, 88. That's a good number.
Yeah, that's not at all symbolic. Oh, okay.
No.
All right. Again, lost our place, but I got it back. I just have to scroll up past Pug Face. No, actually, Pug Face is kind of cute. Bambot Face. Oh, right. Yes. Herman Cain posted an anti-mask tweet the day before it was announced he'd been hospitalized with the coronavirus.
Yeah.
He was at the Tulsa event 2 weeks ago. What's the incubation time for COVID? Up to 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So he's in the hospital, not on a ventilator, because apparently they're treating people now more with steroids and trying to put off ventilators. Apparently, they think that it's better to keep someone off a ventilator for as long as possible. I don't know why, but anyway, MAGA, who's a piece of shit. Yeah, we'll just go. Oh yeah, here we go. Another Karen pulled a gun on a black family in a parking lot. She got, yeah.
Not just fired, though. I don't know if you've got this coming up, but I read earlier. Her and her husband have been charged with felony assault.
Yep, actually it says right here, outside the Michigan Chippelote.
Chippelote!
They were charged with felonious assault. And rightly so. You can't just fucking pull a gun on somebody. I thought the whole thing about the NRA was that people who had these guns were trained. And that they were going to know how to use them in an emergency situation. And yet, Kens and Karens are fucking pulling out their guns and getting sent to jail for it. Which they should.
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is pretty funny. Will Matrix 4 go woke?
Wow.
Who's going to tell him?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, as if we didn't just literally have one of the creators of that franchise telling the president of America's daughter to go fuck herself, and Elon Musk for co-opting the red pill.
Oh, nice.
We covered this, I think, didn't we, on one of the shows? One of the millions of shows.
I don't remember that particular one. It must have been on your list. Because I tend to remember the ones I bookmark, because that's why I bookmark.
Glad you're listening.
Well, I can't pay attention to all your tweets and all my tweets. I only have so much room in my brain.
I'm glad you didn't say shit there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. This will just not be surprising to me. I'll mute it. But the Lincoln Project did like a pretty hardcore Mississippi did the right thing to try to call the flag, the Confederate flag, anything but the flag of traitors is wrong. And I'm just not used to seeing conservatives go after the Confederate flag like this. Oh yeah, there's the white power people and everything else. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of like on identity politics. Trump has pushed a lot of people to the left by forcing them to really pick a side, I think. So, yeah. I mean, I think that's good for social progress, social liberalism, leftyism in the States. Lots of piece of shit cops are defunding themselves, which I'm all in favor of. It's way easier if they just out themselves as pieces of shit and get fired. So just don't kill anybody on the way.
Yep.
Oh yes, you were talking before about name changes or whatever. FedEx basically got the Washington Redskins to do what they have been trying to avoid for decades.
Well, they said they're going to have a review into it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. But that's also the fantastic Onion bit saying that they're going to change their name to the DC Redskins. Which would not surprise me because Dan Snyder, the owner of that ball club, is garbage.
Yeah, but this is FedEx asking. They have the naming rights to their stadium.
Yeah.
If FedEx calls the Redskins and be like, we're not comfortable with your name anymore.
Yeah. And we're going to call the stadium Dan Snyder is a prick stadium.
I'd be okay with that. Hey, look what happened in Germany this week.
What happened in Germany this week?
They made upskirting a punishable crime.
That should have happened already.
Well, it says here on Friday, lawmakers approved harsher penalties.
Oh, okay.
For those who film or photograph a woman's neckline or under her skirt. So.
Oh, neckline as well. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. I guess if you're like, standing, you're much taller and filming down on the train.
Gratuitous boob pic, etc. Yeah.
So downshirting, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, this was so this was by Charlotte Clymer, who's part of, I think, the Human Rights Campaign. But Charlotte tweeted out, "This is pretty remarkable. The highest ranking West Point cadets for the classes of 2018 and 19 have jointly written a 40-page policy proposal with recommendations for making the academy anti-racist."
Cool.
So not just like taking down Confederate flags, which is a good step, but that's not enough. Oh, yes, this is it. The Conways, a 2-act play. George Conway, to journalists, Kellyanne Polis and I do not consent to any communications between you and any of our minor children, including our daughter, Claudia. So desist. Thank you. And then Claudia types back all kinds of pissed at 15. You're just mad that I'm finally getting my voice heard. Sorry your marriage failed.
Oh, that's a dad. Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
You see, this is my tweet in the corner going, whoa.
That is, I mean, that goes beyond shade, really.
Yeah.
That's like full eclipse stuff,
But that was eventually taken down.
Yeah.
She also tweeted out, like, her mother especially was trying to get her to shut up on social media. And she's like, I'm not going to do it. My freedom of speech. I was like, followed. You still there?
Yeah, no,
okay.
It's just funny.
Okay. Oh, you want to hear something super, super, super cute?
No, we don't have time.
We have time for cute. I think I'm going to have to turn this one up, though. All right, so this was a 5-year-old niece voice messaged Larry the other day, and then Larry texted her back, and then she had a voice message as a response. So we start from the first message. So that's what you'll hear.
Good morning, Larry. Good morning.
And the next one.
Larry, I don't know how to read that. I only know how to read this, what I'm doing right now. So you have to do this. I don't know how to read. I don't know how to read. I don't know how to read yet. And what did the receiver say? Larry, I don't know how to read. When I text you, that's what I know. I don't know how to read. I don't know how to read.
She doesn't know how to read yet.
Children are stupid.
But cats are cute.
Cats are cute, but they are also stupid.
Yeah, yes, they are. But you know what?
They can read, they just choose not to.
You know who's even stupider? You know who's even stupider than children
Diamond
or
and
cats?
Silk.
Oh no. Kevin, it was an open goal. It's Florida Man.
Oh, okay. This Pensacola, Florida man says he's wearing underwear on his head to protest. Oh, protest mask mandate. Yeah, that works.
You want to hear Florida Man?
Does he speak English?
Yes, sort of.
Okay. Well, that's what I mean.
Well, I truly believe we're at the country's at war.
Sorry, sort of, yes. You can hear him for yourself.
Well, I truly believe we're at the country's at war right now. So the shenanigans of people wearing a mask, not knowing the scientific evidence behind it, I feel obligated to put my underwear on my head. Well, I truly believe we're at...
Yeah, that's if you're at war, the appropriate response is to put underwear on your head. That's definitely what you should do in a war.
Yeah, that's very safe.
Well, because you notice the people in the sun, they'd go over the trench and they'd have
pants,
underwear on their head.
Yep.
Appropriate.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that there's actually an account called Florida Man?
I probably. Well, I didn't know specifically, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are lots.
Yes, I found one of them. I found a Florida Man account that just does stories about Florida Man, and I followed it. So expect more Florida Man in the future.
Yeah, Florida Man's always a bit of fun.
This is actually astounding. In 2017, when they polled people about their support for removing the Confederate statues from public spaces, 50% were opposed and 39% supported. 2017.
Yeah.
2017. Today, 52% of voters support removing such statues from public spaces, while just 44% oppose removing them.
Wow.
In, under 3 years.
Like you say, Trump and his acolytes have forced a lot of people to think.
Yep. Yeah, because he just...
Which is good, because the only reason you can ever get into a Trump situation is by not thinking.
Thinking is, kryptonite. Absolutely.
That's why he literally said, when he said, I love the uneducated, he wasn't lying.
Oh, this is the one that I thought you would find a bit funny.
What's this? Hang on. Oh. Law and Order. Nice.
Because he's,
because he's playing golf.
In there for
Did you know he passed the year threshold on golf courses?
I can't even, I can't even believe that. Like, that doesn't even make sense to me. I know it's true, but I can't wrap my head around it.
But it's ridiculous, because he said, I'll be so busy I won't have time to play golf.
Nope. And now he's actually spent 365 days.
Yeah. No, to be fair, he's not playing golf 24 hours a day during that time. But at golf courses, he spent a year of his presidency. 1 quarter. Yeah.
More than, because he's not even done yet.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. He'll probably be on about fucking 18 months by the time he's done. And he's only got 6 months left.
He'll probably just not do anything in December. Let Bill Barr just destroy everything.
Mm. Well, once he's done killing Ghislaine Maxwell, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, this guy's just another idiot Trump supporter who compares mandating COVID masks to forcing Jews to wear yellow stars.
Well, that's obviously ridiculous, but I don't think that a man with that glorious a beard should be forced to wear a mask. You can't hide that from the world.
Yeah, that doesn't make up for the...
That's like saying you need to put you need to cover up all of the waterfalls in the world because it's too beautiful.
How are people this dumb? And I blame the education
defunded
system.
Education.
Yep.
/ even when they do get a textbook, it's written by creationist idiots and people pushing lost cause nonsense.
Yeah, this is why PragerU finds universities so threatening, because they actually teach people how to think.
Yeah, they're teaching people stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Prager doesn't like that. Prager likes people not learning stuff.
Yes. Also, when the guy asks him about the number of people dead, he's like, what are we up to? Like 120,000? Like, yeah, like 120,000, 130,000 people have died. It's like, okay, so we're halfway to what we get every year with the flu. Actually, I looked it up on WebMD. The influenza, having influenza kills between 8 and 20,000 Americans a year. Not 240,000.
Yeah. But again, in the post-truth world, who cares?
Right. It doesn't matter. They don't. It's the feels, man. It's the truthiness.
Yeah. It is.
Hey, I learned this yesterday. The P-tape is real, but it's also fake.
Hang on, the P-tape is real, but it's also fake. What the fuck does that mean?
Like, it's a real video, but it's not really of Trump, I think.
Well, yeah.
So it's like someone who's hired to look like him.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I don't know. I read the article and I already forgot. It just slid up.
Goldfish.
Well, I did read it the day I was doing my debate, so I was more thinking about what a prick Thomas Jefferson was.
Yeah, and you needn't bother because you could have just gone, it's not a baby, is it? It's a clump of cells. Shut up.
But too polite.
Yeah,
hey.
And also, literally no one has ever said that women should be able to run as fast as men.
Yeah.
That's obviously a straw man. You're a fucking moron. It's what you should have said, I think.
That's why you're not invited on.
Yeah, exactly. If I had one criticism of your performance is that you weren't phenomenally rude. You were actually a very personable and effective debater.
Unacceptable.
Yeah. Because what you should have done is made everyone turn against you by being honest but brutally rude to the person. Because that's how debates work. So.
Well, hopefully not. Only when you're with Carl.
Oh, by the way, on a bit of Carl news, you know he's on the keto diet?
What? Carl's on? What is the keto? Is that like all meat? Is that like the Jordan Peterson one?
It's like the Jordan Peterson one. I don't know the exactness of it, but it's largely meat-based. It's one of these things, the right wing have been pumping out adverts about it. And obviously Carl's gone for it because he's a mindless chimp of a creature. Yeah, he put out a thing on his Parler account. It was like, the good thing about the keto diet is you can still have a full English breakfast. It's not really a diet then, is it?
No.
That's not a diet. That's just eating shit.
I mean, if you're
like, you're not going to lose weight eating that.
Okay.
Which, I mean, okay, that's fine. If that's not what you know, that's, I mean, I'm not losing any weight, but I'm not on a faddy diet for idiots. So, you know. But I'm going to lose just as much weight not doing it as he is doing it. So, yeah.
No,
yeah, someone sent me that in my on Facebook DMs, and I was like, "That's dumb." Not surprising, but still dumb.
Sorry, one of my popcorn kernels went down the wrong pipe.
That's part of the keto diet as well, I think. I think so.
All right, so
I think there's a kernel of truth to that.
I see what you did there. Oh, get ready to sing your song, Kev.
Ba-ba-dum, boom, boom. Another brick bites the dust.
Yeah, the House will vote this month on a bill to remove from the Capitol the bust of Roger P. Taney, the Supreme Court justice who wrote the Dred Scott decision.
He did indeed. He literally said that a black man had no rights, that a white man was duty bound.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, he was pretty racist, and of course argued that secession was probably legal, which may or may not have been true, but still, the Civil War had kicked off. You're an idiot.
Yeah, quite. Hey, you mentioned this before, but we haven't covered it yet. Mexico closed its borders to Arizona. Like, get the fuck out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair enough. Everyone else has. So yeah, you can't come in.
Fuck off, gringo.
You people are, to use the phrase of a super genius, like the anus of a pigeon.
They're coming over here. They're bringing their diseases.
Exactly. Some of them, I assume, are good people. But some of them, I assume, are the worst people in the world. So.
Yep. So I think this is pretty performative. I don't know how people feel about this generally. I don't have I'll listen to other people on this before I form a firm opinion. But yeah, the NFL plans to have the song Lift Every Voice and Sing, known as the Black National Anthem, performed live or played before every game in week 1.
I think it is performative. If Colin Kaepernick and indeed the other two, one of whom did make it back to the league, one of which so far hasn't, if all three of those men are on NFL rosters, I can at least take it seriously. But if they're not, if he's still blackballed, stick it up your ass.
Yep.
And I'm not saying, by the way, the fact that it could be anyone. The point is, if you're still blackballing people for daring to do a peaceful fucking protest, then I'm sorry, no, you don't care about the issue. So this is performative nonsense. Go fuck yourself.
Yep. And
also just generally Roger Goodell can go fuck himself, but you know.
Yep. And if I don't know where they've come down on people taking the knee on the field, but if they stand in the way of that.
Now that's going to be allowed, yeah.
Wow.
Apparently so. I mean, obviously the season hasn't happened yet, but the plan is that will be allowed.
And Trump hasn't started screaming yet.
No. Well, he did comment on it. I know that, but I think he knows he's lost that battle now.
Yeah, probably. He said he wasn't going to watch or something. Or no, that was a different thing that it was going to have.
No, that was the women's soccer team, the US WMT, or WNT even. Yeah, and everyone was like, obviously you don't watch it anyway, you twat. So no one cares.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Hey, this is I guess depressing because it's not surprising. Mississippi election commissioner, quote, "I'm concerned about voter registration in Mississippi," the commissioner wrote. "The blacks, always a good sign," not really, obviously I'm being sarcastic there, "are having lots of events for voter registration. People in Mississippi have got to get involved too."
And yeah, I like that he's made a separation between the blacks and people. That's not at all worrying. I do hope this person gets fired.
Yeah, totally should get fired. And I don't even know
Because
why.
apparently, if black Mississippians are not people of Mississippi,
well, yeah,
not good luck.
Do you have your headphones out again?
I don't have my headphones out again.
I did hear bits of an echo. But this dumbass also, she said in an interview on Monday she thought she was sending a private message, but the comment was shared publicly on Facebook.
Oh, that's okay. You were just being racist in private. Oh, that's fine then. That's fine. That's fine.
Can you imagine, So anyway, she got dragged on Facebook.
I didn't know the murder was being watched. I thought it was in private.
Yes.
Gee, you can't put me in prison for doing a private murder.
It's just, lifting the veil. This is Niles Edward Francis. The Conways are such a weird-ass family. Kellyanne managed Trump's presidential campaign. George is a never-Trumper conservative who created a super PAC to defeat him. And their daughter Claudia is a TikTok leftist who is spilling secrets about her parents' marriage.
Funny. Is there a functioning family amongst any of them?
I don't know. What's this? Oh, yeah, I think this was it's appropriate on 4th of July because as painful as it maybe, as a white person, like seeing this, you're like, wow, this is really true. And it's always I think there's still for me like that vestige of like embarrassment, I guess, about facing these things. But white supremacy is not limited to monuments, school names, and flags. It persists because of the whitewash history of hate that white America ingests and black people are forced to swallow with a smile. The entire country is a Confederate monument.
Okay.
That's profoundly true. Yeah. And then switching gears right away, here's a thing that's pretty cool to look at.
Okay. Just ghost gazebo.
Yep, just floating down the street in some sort of hurricane or something. Oh, I wanted you to read out. I have to zoom.
But shared by Devon Nunes' cow, which is nice.
Yes. I'll let you read out this one, Kevin, because I feel like I've moved it up for you.
The fact of Shia LaBeouf implies the existence of Sonny LaBeouf and a complex geopolitical dynamic between them. That is Muslim-tastic.
Yeah, I thought you would like that one because it's a play on words. And it's also surreal and ridiculous.
It is enormously surreal.
All right. So from Ain't This You with the quote, "Black women gotta do everything." We've got a pigeon trapped on a city bus or a subway or something. No fucks given. Get this damn bird off my bus. I gotta get to work.
Fair.
Or get home. Or wherever she's going.
Or maybe she just has some personal beef with the pigeon.
Yeah, maybe they have.
What we saw there was a hate crime against pigeons.
Well, I think she was very gentle. Donald Trump being ridiculous with history. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, do you know what they aim for in terms of your COVID positivity rate, in terms of the number of positive tests you get back per day?
No, but all I care about is the coefficient of freedom.
Well, yeah, that's when you get the high freedom coefficient, you're getting a lot of these high COVID tests. I think anything above 5% is very, very concerning. You want to get under 5% because you're testing so much that you're getting, like a lot of people who don't have it. But yeah, the US.
But Trump's doing the thing of, if we tested less, there'd be fewer cases. Look, he's genuinely a child.
Yeah. If I just stick my head in the sand.
Yeah.
We did the YouTube one.
Yep.
Oh, I saw this. YouTube removes the share feature from some conservative channels.
Lol.
Yeah. Yeah. And I saw this one too, Rose of Dawn. I figured you probably know Rose of Dawn. They look like a piece of shit.
God, yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. This was it. Reddit removes thousands of problematic boards the same time that YouTube bans stuff on Millennia. Haha.
Yeah, good. It should have happened years ago, but at least it's happening.
Yep. YouTube, Facebook. We've kind of done all that already.
Yep.
Shane Dawson. We don't even have time to talk about Shane Dawson. I don't think.
Yeah,
tonight.
he's a piece of shit though. Just put that out there.
Okay. Right. This is not 25. 20. Yeah. Reddit removes 2,000 channels. I don't know why I had 25 in my head earlier. I am tired. I think we're getting near the end. Oh no, I wasn't wrong. 25,000 pages for hate speech. Yeah.
No, it was for hate speech. Oh, okay. That's.
Mm-hmm. So this is from the Jerusalem Post. Looks like they got some French person as well. Lots of people got caught up in that net. So good.
There are no racist French. Don't be silly.
Oh, then we already saw that. Oh, I thought you would like this one. This is a Florida man account.
It was for hitting mum on the head with a corn cob. Yes. Is that illegal?
I guess it's anything you hit anything with is technically.
Well, yeah, but it's a corn cob. Well, what damage? I mean, look, he might be really dangerous or something. I don't fucking know, but a corn cob seems a little trivial to be arrested for. But I mean, maybe he was also threatening or something. I don't know.
Well, yeah. As I said, he seems to be quite happy with himself, happy to take the hit on the corn cob.
Yeah, because he's probably mental as fuck. He's probably off his tits on something.
So this is the account, the new Florida man account, a man of mystery and power, whose power is exceeded only by his mystery. Recommended by
stupidity.
Recommended by 4 out of 5 people who recommend things. So I'll keep an eye on that for you guys. Yes, I think that this is actually another really good point that white people should consider and internalize. Allyship collapses when we view racial justice as a philanthropic exercise.
We've been going so long, I don't have the energy to go through that.
Okay. Should I just... Oh, we're almost to the top anyway. So I think
we haven't even started mine yet.
I thought we said we were just going to do mine. That was the whole point of it.
No. What? No. Oh, well, okay. Well, if you don't, yeah, fine. Okay.
Well, that's what I said. I said we could just do my tweets tonight because there are so many of them. And you went, yeah, okay. That's cool.
I thought you just went, just do bookmarks. As in, like, we'll just do the usual bookmarks rather than, like, watch a video or something. Okay.
Oh, I think I put just my bookmarks, but that's okay. That's all right. Eric Idle telling people to stay the fuck inside. Oh, did you see this picture?
Oh. Is that real? Oh my god.
Apparently it's from a lower angle.
Is he disintegrating?
A little bit. And his flag is upside down.
Yeah, but look at his face. It's melting.
It is. He's starting to decompose in front of us.
Gee, look at his fucking hair. Oh my god.
That's it from the bottom, like looking up at the top. Looks a bit like Jabba there, I have to say. Got a good Jabba vibe. I will finish up and then we can do yours. And then
no, leave it if you didn't know. Leave it. Leave it.
Well, I was just going to do the piss take of the MythCon thing that I did. That was my last one. Because I put a little bit of work into this. Like 15 minutes this morning over my coffee. And it's just my attempt to point out what a bunch of shitbags that they have going on stage at the Better Discourse, a.k.a. the Super Spreader event they're trying to sell tickets for. So we watched this, I think, during the last one because we broke them all down. So I just put, hey, here's Milo. And there are people doing Nazi salutes.
Yeah.
There's the guy we talked about a couple times. Jack
Posobiec.
Yeah. And the whole Rape Melania sign. Yeah, that's him right there.
Yeah, that's him holding up that sign outside Trump's house.
Oh, and friend of the show.
Oh, Keto Supreme.
Yeah. Burrito Supreme, Keto Supreme. Yeah, piece of shit, Carl Benjamin. Taking on the topics the DNC won't touch, such as normalizing Nazi salutes, weaponizing sexual assault, and accepting the use of racist slurs.
And the fact that the DNC won't really be in Wisconsin.
No, not really.
Your trolling efforts will have went to nothing.
Nothing. So, we talked you out? Are you actually too tired to go on? Oh, you're in zombie mode anyway.
No, I mean, I can do mine if you want to, but are you tired?
I had popcorn.
That's not really an answer to the question I asked.
Have we been going more than 3 hours?
No.
I actually think we're 6 minutes away. And because we started...
So the answer is no then?
Well, no, because I actually went live 6 minutes before the hour because the video...
Well, that's not starting, is it? What do you want to do?
How many bookmarks do you have? And have you prepped them?
No. Obviously not. I don't even know what I have.
Well, then what?
Which means it could be quite interesting. It could be spicy. It could be boring as shit. It's a mystery box tonight.
I'm gonna. They're your bookmarks. You're the one who's gonna have to talk through them. I'm gonna sit back and eat popcorn.
Regardless of what we do, if you decide to want to do it, you have to enable my screen sharing.
Yeah. Well, I can because I hadn't planned on actually screen you doing it. But how do I do that? That's not the one. Let me stop sharing and then see how I do it. Multiple participants can share simultaneously. All right.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. Oh, and then I have to drag your cock and balls over. No, you went too fast. Unscreen share.
Fucking hell.
There you go, cock and balls. Now you're on the screen again.
Thank you. Right then, let's have a look. We've got a thing here with the Trump, but I'm not reading out a transcript. It's just mental. Anyway. And I think you played the clip earlier, didn't you? I think so.
Yes.
Higher mortality from Sean Hannity in areas where he has higher audiences.
Mm-hmm.
Not surprising. Although you noticed how they've gone 180 on the mask wearing now. Even Trump's like, no, I'm cool with mask wearing. You fucking lying garbage.
Now that it's actually raging in southern states, now suddenly care about mask wearing.
Yeah. Israel, it's a bit of a serious one for a fun show, but the annexing parts of Palestine, that's pretty fucked up.
Yep.
Graham Linehan, being agreed with by Carl on Parler.
God, Carl's a piece of shit.
Well, they all are.
Yeah, they're all shit.
Yeah.
How do they stand Parler with all that shit that they put on Parler?
Yeah, I don't know. But you've got all of these on Parler, but also NASA, for some reason, had an account on Parler. That's just silly.
Yep.
Oh, this is amazing. Someone said this at a public hearing. Get ready for this. I don't wear a mask for the same reason I don't wear underwear. Things got to breathe.
No one sat in that chair again.
No. Graham Linehan lost his career for Twitter. He lost his wife for Twitter. He lost his custody of his kids for Twitter. He lost Twitter.
Yeah.
Peter Coffin backing out of platforming Milo Yiannopoulos because blue check marks with larger platforms saying Peter Coffin sucks is some good shit.
Who was that?
Nice.
I mean, who are the blue check marks with bigger platforms?
Carlos Mazza, notably, being one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's Peter telling Carl Mazza to tell him to piss off. So.
Yeah. It is truly funny that despite initially wanting to help reform an alt-right shitheaded demonstrative caught on, Peter Coffin still wants to be the victim here. Yeah. This is a bit of a serious one, but male rape victims deserve more than to be used as pawns by MRAs who are just derailing conversations about women being raped.
Yes.
Correct.
All of that's true.
John C. Calhoun, champion of slavery, whose statue is being removed today in Charleston, South Carolina. Bum. Another one bites the dust. Boris Johnson here. What Johnson has done to the country is precisely encapsulated in the image of a man shitting in a burger box. This actually happened. Shitting in a burger box on a beach and leaving it for some poor sod to clean up. There will never be a more perfect metaphor in the history of the world ever. That happened. Someone shat in a burger box and left it on the beach. Thing that happened.
Why not just? It's already in the box. Just take it along.
Yeah. Myth-informed wanted someone to replace it. Dusty said he would.
And then,
apparently they're going with Destiny though. Whatever. This is funny. Someone
like,
took
nah, fuck you guys, because they wouldn't let him dance at their last convention.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's a cat and panorama picture. So it's just a squashed cat. That's a funny image. I also saw someone do that with a hot dog, so it made him look like they were eating a 4 feet long hot dog, which is funny. Making men feel manly in masks is unfortunately a public health challenge of our time.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, toxic masculinity is bad.
I mean, just point out, like, medical doctors wear masks all the time, and people perceive them as being very, successful at being manly. So,
but they also work with WOMs, and as we know from Jordan Peterson, they can't work together because of the women wear makeup.
The fruit face
theory.
They want their cheeks to look like fruit.
We haven't done fruit face theory in a while.
No, we haven't talked about.
But Jordan's back and he's writing a new book.
Oh, great!
I can't wait because I'm sure we want self-help advice.
No, really, listen to me, please.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 12 more rules for life. Yeah. Anyway, Kylie Jenner slammed for not paying Bangladeshi employees, and as Bronx blogger puts out here, unpaid worker. Is there another word for that?
Yeah.
Like was it the anti-racist critics?
Yes. The workers with jobs. Yes, or the prisoners, the prisoners with jobs. Yeah. That's what you call them.
Mississippi flag being voted 37 to 14. And I was actually listening to some Southern folk talking about this and how big a deal that was, because Mississippi is like the fucking crux of the old boy South. And if they've changed, then things really have shifted.
Yeah.
That's not even a close vote.
No, not anymore. Yeah, this is a different world.
This is good. A new movement, patriarchy, not patriarchy.
I like it.
I'm down for it. And as CEO of Antifa, I approve. That's my official stance. As the CEO of Antifa Limited Inc. PLC. Anyway, Fox News personality Lauren Southern is promoting an obvious hoax about Black Lives Matter. White men, women, and children, you are the enemy. Yeah, that's not real. Tom E. Lauren.
Tommy, you're a tool for fascists.
Yeah.
What is that?
Is this a cat or is this a penguin?
I think it's a cat.
Is it?
Almost, yes. Yeah. Although it could be a penguin.
Could be a penguin. So.
It's only because the uniform colors on penguins are so predictable.
Oh, throwing shade at penguins. No
well,
need.
I mean, they're tuxes, but they all wear tuxes, so.
Exactly, mix it up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes just go with smart cash.
Yeah, do pinstripes.
Yeah, dress down Fridays. Come on. Anyway, that's Devin Nunes' cow being censored by the right. This is amazing. They will literally make Islam everything.
What?
Corona virus.
What?
Corona. And they have the same. If you misspell it, Covil. If you misspell the words, it has some of the same letters. So,
in a foreign language.
Checkmate.
Yeah, they're spelling Islam in a foreign.
In a foreign language, yeah, in a foreign alphabet. So, like the incredibly anti-Semitic conspiracy theory that ISIS were an Israeli secret service thing.
What?
Which was literally stood for Israel's Secret Intelligence Service. And I thought to myself, well, that's not Arabic or Hebrew. So what the fuck does that mean? What, they decided to do it in English, even though neither organisation would be speaking English. That makes sense.
That's some 4D chess right there.
That is, well, it's perfect. It's the perfect crime. Who would suspect something so stupid?
Only QAnon people.
Yeah, mental. Anyway, I think that predated QAnon, if I remember correctly.
Wow.
But yeah, it was a progenitor to the QAnon nonsense.
Proto QAnon.
Yeah. Oh, Glenna doing the hooring, as we discussed. Oh, another one, yeah. Atheism was unstoppable.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Boom, boom. Another brick box in us.
Yeah. I mean,
I had 0 strikes. No, but not that. But which one of his million channels? Because wasn't he on like Atheism Unstoppable 7 or something already? I don't know. So he could be quite used to it. Yeah, Stefan Molyneux joins Twitch. Stefan Molyneux gets banned from Twitch. Lol. That's good. This America, we need to talk. Delaware removes whipping post from public display, and I just have to say, hang on a minute. They had what on display? Whipping post. Yeah, that was the thing that happened. That was the thing they still had up on display in 2020.
No.
Not in 1820 or even 1920.
Couple of things here. Was the whipping post, what time, did you see what time period it was in? Because it might have been from colonial times. I don't know that was Delaware a slave? No, I'm sure there were slaves and people who were enslaved everywhere.
But it was still in use until 1952.
Okay, then never mind. That is fucked up. People were getting whipped in public in 1952?
Yep.
I guess they were still doing corporal punishment in British schools until the 1970s, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't public whipping.
No.
I mean, it was still bad, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't public whipping. And of course,
That's probably why it lasted
there were
another 20 years.
There were white people whipped at that post, but again, far disproportionately black people were being whipped. So yeah, that's a thing, mate. Again, and people were pointing stuff out to me. There was up until 2017, there was a slave block, like a trading block thing. It was like a foot off the ground or whatever, just on a street corner in Kentucky. That had just been there for a century. Yeah, just as a little reminder.
God.
What? That was removed in 2017.
Jesus.
Mental. Because you don't see that. Like, you see the big stuff like the Empire State Building and stuff, but I've never been to America. I don't see these little things. And they've just are all around the place through these little racist bits.
Yep.
Stop that. Fucking hell. Anyway. So, yeah. 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 Vadim, understandably having been doxxed by AIU, is having a bit of fun. YouTube couldn't handle me, but fear not, I am posting videos on the AIU Resurrection channel. Clicks on AIU Resurrection channel link. Been deleted as well. And then the lobster dance thing, or the crab dance, whatever it is. So yeah, Vadim having a bit of fun there. Good. Yeah. Good stuff. This is quite fun as well. It keeps getting fun. Atheism was unstoppable. Clearly can be stopped because he went on to the censored TV, Gavin McInnes's thing.
Yeah.
That got taken down as well. So again, and that was one of Peter Coffin's things. Like, oh, Milo's on censored TV. Is he? Is anyone anymore?
Yep.
Anyway, so that's a thing. Yeah, again, that gets 6 years ago. Jesus Christ. Creationist Cut's real name is Vadim Newquist, and he's a racist. Which, coming from Rue, is funny. Yeah. But I think he means anti-white. So yeah, he's totally not mad. Totally not mad. But yeah, that was from July the 1st. He said that on, as if, look, he's been going by Vadim Newquist on the internet for years now.
Yeah. Like
Rue, you sad bastard.
God.
Oh, he's even got a racist name. He wasn't jogging.
Oh, piece of shit.
Oh, I do hope you suffer lots of pain in your life, Mr. Rue. Anyway, big cat.
There it's back. Big cat. Big cat. Big cat face. He's got a big cat's face.
Yeah, just checks on. Atheism has been stopped. It's been stopped. So that's funny. A lot of that sort of stuff. Yeah, this got taken out. It went a bit viral. It was 650 odd likes, which is nice for me. I did a silly thing, right? Brie Larson, who anyone on YouTube will know, has the fucking quartering effect or whatever. They hate her because she's vaguely progressive and a WOMs and in superhero movies.
Yep.
So they don't like her. So she started a YouTube channel. And just as a silly one, I said, oh, look, for like the next 10 minutes or something, I have more YouTube subscribers than Brie Larson. I'm kind of a big deal. Clearly a joke, right?
Yep.
But some people were like, why are you attacking Brie Larson? Obviously, I'm not. I'm saying for 10 minutes. I'm saying she will have surpassed me in 10 minutes. Now, technically, it took about half an hour. But now she's on like 200,000 or something ridiculous. Like she absolutely, she's a Hollywood actor. Of course she fucking did. Which was the point of the joke. Like for 10 minutes, I've got more subscribers than that. Awesome. And someone was like, bless them. Bless them. They were like, oh, you should get her on your channel. Yeah, that'd be amazing. I'll just ring up and I'll get Brad Pitt and Johnny Depp down as well, and we'll have a fucking jamboree.
You'll give them a shout out. It might boost their subs.
Exactly. Yeah. I'll be like, Brie, I'll take you under my wing. I'll show you the tricks of the trade. Yeah. Did you see the video she actually put out? She had people with like millions of subscribers. She did like a massive collab with like a dozen people or whatever, interspersed like different bits and stuff. And she did the spicy chicken wing thing. I don't know if you've seen that channel, but it's got like 5 million subscribers. If she's doing in her first YouTube video, if she's doing collabs with people with like a combined 50 million subscribers or something, I think she might be out of my league, even on YouTube. Even on YouTube, like I'll invite her. She's Brie, if you're listening, I assume you are. You're very welcome. I will host you at a time of my convenience. No, obviously she's not going to be my fucking channel. It'd be amazing if she did, but no. Anyway, so I did a silly one. And she pissed past me in about half an hour. And there's no past everyone ever, I think. So there you go. This is funny. Yeah, Vadim absolutely killing it.
He really was enjoying himself, wasn't he?
Look, that's understable.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to take it away.
No, absolutely. I'm just
happy
saying
for him.
There's a good reason. Yeah. Like there are moments in our life where you really can just open up and just be like, fuck this dude. Anyway, things are looking really bright for Atheism is Unstoppables content. If my future content was exclusively to be found on Gavin McInnes' Censor TV, would you be willing to pay $10 a month to access the platform? 62% said no. And that's his own curated fucking Twitter account. That's his own Twitter account with his followers. And they said, no, we fucking won't. And it didn't matter anyway, though, because as we saw, Censor TV got censored.
Yep.
And Antifa cats are officially my jam.
Antifa.
Antifa cat, more Antifa cats. Good stuff. Antifa cats. That's
got a lot
also of we did previously a white cat with a black Poirot moustache.
Yes,
that's the photo negative.
Yes, it
version,
is.
Clearly,
it is the Poirot in grey.
Yeah, this is interesting. Eric Trump. Surprisingly, Eric Trump deleted this tweet. This surprises me because he's usually so consistent with it. Birds of a feather. That's Bill Clinton and Chelsea Clinton at Chelsea Clinton's wedding with Ghislaine Maxwell. Now, that doesn't look great, obviously. But, birds of a feather fly together, don't they, Eric? So let's see if there are any pictures maybe with your father. There they are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a bad look, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible. That looks very intimate. It's a shame. And there they are again. There they are again. And, there they are again.
Oh, my gosh. All kinds of times.
Quite familiar with one another. Yeah, seemed quite intimate. And and then he deleted that tweet. Anyway. Yeah, so Boris Johnson says, I won't take the knee because he doesn't believe in gestures.
Right.
Even though that's him literally wearing Indian headdress.
God.
Doing press-ups, bowing to the Queen, clapping for workers. Yeah, but he doesn't believe in gestures. He doesn't. It's just his entire prime ministership has been there. This one was quite funny. E.T. Conface. You can't unsee that again.
No.
That's good. That will be seared into your mind until you pass from this mortal realm. That's E.T. There we go. And that's true.
And 3,500 likes as well.
Yeah.
What? Wow, I didn't see this about Starkey.
Oh yeah, this was fun. I've got some stuff on this. Cambridge University. Starkey went out with this Darren Grimes chap, who's a conservative twat, who I think I've mentioned once or twice on this show, and gave one of the most astonishing responses to a thing ever. Claimed that slavery wasn't genocide because, and I quote, "so many damn blacks survived." Yeah,
what?
He has since lost every job he had.
Good.
Cambridge University dropped him. It was a newspaper column he had. They dropped him. Everyone's dropped him. No one wants to touch him with a shitty stick, which is fair.
Yeah.
But he's always been this racist.
Mm-hmm.
And for those who don't know, David Starkey is a popular British historian, television presenter chap.
Yeah, he's got. If you go on YouTube, you're going to see clips of him.
Yeah.
He's done
And
tons of BBC stuff.
Yeah, his shows aren't bad. They're
He
a bit
writes books
right-wing.
too.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
he's an historian. He's just he's just a really racist guy who, jeez, man.
Yeah. We've got more on that in a minute. President Obama golfs after getting slammed for golfs after being slammed following ISIS remarks. What a difference an election makes, because if it'll go on to the next image, there we go. Donald Trump passes 1 year.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, good stuff. Boom, boom. Another prick bites the dust.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see this one.
Mr. Metaker got banned from the Twitters. That's fun.
Wow, that's
Fuck him.
Yeah. Tony's asking, did you or Kev, see that Grimes appropriated some poem to cry about Fash getting purged? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. The Pastor Niemoller, the first they came for the communists, but I was not a communist. Yeah. But going on about fascists being deplatformed.
Oh, so first they came for the white supremacists, and then they came for the fascists. And like, can you please come back for Who am I thinking of? Oh, Donald Trump. That was it.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, I think you may have missed the point, Darren.
Yeah.
I think you literally might have missed the point.
See, you're just not on social media anymore. You have all your other rights. You're fine.
Yeah. This twat. Show me deplatforming that isn't just asking capital to move people out of your view.
What the
Give it
fuck?
up. You were made to look a fool because you were foolish. Go over yourself.
Wait. Show me deplatforming that isn't just asking capital to move people out of your view? What the fuck does that mean?
I think that's what we like to call leftist whinging.
I think that's, like, seriously, deplatforming is, that's not about, what capital? What the fuck does capital have to do with deplatforming?
Because it's rich companies doing it, so it's bad.
But is it? I mean, it wasn't
No,
deplatforming.
no, it isn't. It isn't bad at all.
And also, it was universities that started deplatforming people.
Well, they've got money too, so they're bad. Now, don't get me wrong. I want to change fundamentally the economic system.
Yeah.
But whilst we have this system, there's literally no other way of doing it until we change the system, which we haven't yet. So,
and also, deplatforming is like saying, choose between that person and me. That's what deplatforming is. Like, I don't want to see this shit every time I come onto your platform. So either I leave or you get rid of that shit. That has nothing to do with like asking capital to move people out of my view. It's a choice you have as a consumer. But oh god, it's not.
But he's totally not going to throw a tantrum here. BreadTube is gentrified faux leftism. Get out while you can.
Bitter.
Look, you were called out by people for doing a dumb thing.
You did a dumb thing.
Just chill the fuck out. Get over it. It's been like a week or 2 weeks or whatever the fuck it's been. You dick.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Clearly still licking his wounds.
Indeed he is. Come on, Antificat. There we go.
I'm just asking capital to move people out of your...
Don't ignore the Antificat.
Sorry.
Yeah,
we
Eric
did
Trump
that one.
deleted that tweet. That's interesting. This, the heartbreaking. The worst person in the world made a great point. Ted Cruz, awful human being, but makes a very good point. A genuinely very good and profound point. Given the shocking government negligence that allowed Jeffrey Epstein to quote-unquote hang himself, DOJ must ensure that that doesn't happen to Maxwell. Were she to die in custody for any reason, it would be a huge blow to our justice system. The victims deserve justice.
Is he really saying that, or is that a wink and a nod? Were she to die in custody for any reason, wink, wink.
No, I think that's a huge blow to the justice system.
Okay.
I don't think that's a wink and a nod. That seems legit to me. That's a very good point.
I just don't trust Ted Cruz.
This is amazing.
Todd Cruz.
Not now, Todd. Anyway. Yes, Darren Grimes, as we described earlier, as we discussed earlier with the whole interview with Starkey, he's now cut out that very racist bit, which is interesting because they were literally arguing that erasing parts of history is bad, even though literally they were just discussing statues. Anyway, Darren says, the much more detailed and nuanced discussion on current events that I had during a discussion that lasted over an hour is not well reflected in that one damning and distressing clip that has been shared online. I regret missing that part, and it has now been removed. But Darren isn't removing that section of denial of history. How else will future generations learn about David Starkey?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
So basically what he's saying is, I wish I would have cut that out before so that he could have his view, but nobody else would know.
Yeah, because as discussed earlier, racism in private is fine.
I don't understand how he can feel bad. I mean, who is this Darren Grimes again?
He's a conservative young blogger. Like he's the new youthful face of British conservatism. He's a far-right piece of shit.
Right. Okay. So he basically was just so not at all impressed by the comment or even registering how racist it was. He didn't realize he should have edited it out to protect Starkey, and now he's helped trip him up and expose him. Okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh no, I accidentally let a guy tell the truth.
Yeah.
An uncomfortable truth.
Just four cats.
Aww. Sweetie.
They're adorable. Look at these two here. Have a little bug. Oh. No. Anyway. There we go. Hang on a second. More Antificat. That one's alert. That one is on guard. Elon Musk. Interesting, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
Because, we've said before that Elon Musk is definitely a paedophile, just as a generic insult.
Yes, generic insult.
Even for a generic insult pedo, he does seem very fond of hanging out with people who have enabled child abuse. Strange that he would throw out the accusation that someone else is a pedophile.
Bit of projection?
Interesting. Just
as a generic insult.
Just a generic insult, you dirty pedo. Generic insult.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is God, Brie Larson starts a YouTube channel. And seriously, the video is so milquetoast, middle of the road. Exactly what YouTube want, basically.
Yeah.
She's playing the game well. But nothing offensive, nothing remotely out there that you could be offended by. The quartering. Brie Larson comes to YouTube. Instant favoritism. Crying emoji. Brie Larson joins YouTube. She's totally like us, except, and then who gives a fuck? Brie ruins YouTube.
They just cannot deal with women.
No.
They lose their fucking minds.
Ruined. She put up one video.
She put up,
but she didn't even really say anything political, really, other than she was vaguely progressive, and that was what her channel was maybe going to be. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Brie Larson's YouTube channel. Here comes Hollywood. What? She's a person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me these people are aware of that. Brie Larson disrespects YouTubers. What?
They're so thirsty for a new Anita. They're so thirsty for a new Anita.
Because that was free money. You could print money doing that. Yeah.
Thunderfoot did.
Yeah, yeah. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, Brie Larson is a YouTuber now. 2020, just kill me, dude. That's a healthy mindset.
But we're the snowflakes, Kevin.
Yeah.
We're the oversensitive ones.
Yeah, that's perfectly normal. reasonable behaviour. Yeah, anyway. Okay, no, but you don't understand. YouTube was literally the only place where Dubros had power over Brie Larson, making pointless videos, disliking videos on purpose because it makes them feel superior. And Brie went and made a YouTube channel, Lamau, biggest flex of 2020. Fair point.
Yeah, because now she's going to get a big fan base. And if she wants to direct it at the quartering, call him a piece of shit.
That would be fun. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Cancel culture is a myth invented by comedians who are mad that college kids don't laugh at their jokes.
Pretty much. And Trump. Oh, actually, Stephen Miller, because he doesn't like people being held accountable for their racism.
Yeah. Poorly aged things, another one from the pedo generic insult. Based on current trends, probably close to 0 new cases in US, too, by the end of April.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super smart genius brain.
So, maybe a bit of a gasket blow there, I'm thinking.
Yeah. Oh, God. Anyway, this is amazing. Before versus after tweet pic of him with Ghislaine Maxwell. Elon Musk, cancel culture. Afterwards, please take a moment to report accounts clearly engaging in harassment. It is the only way to maintain public discourse. They were putting out a picture that you had taken with a person who enabled rape of children.
Interesting turnaround.
Yeah. And there's just a cute cat. Just as a palate cleanser from whatever the human trash we just discussed. Cute cat.
Very good.
And we're done.
Oh, ending on we're ending on your cock and balls.
Well, you started there, you might as well finish there.
Well, that wasn't so many.
No. I couldn't have told you before what the hell I had bookmarked because, like I say,
you didn't even bother to look.
Mostly sleepwalking for a week, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's good. It was an extended show, but we had a lot to catch up on. So
yes, we did. Yeah,
people can do this. Some people were like, "I gotta bail. I have to go to bed." Like, that's fine. It'll still be here for you in the morning. You can finish it off later. Like, put your half-drunk milk in the fridge and then use it in your coffee the next day. Yeah, I'm still here. You still there? You
went robot.
Oh, did I robot? Well, maybe that's a sign.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think we need to. I don't have to screen share because we're gonna wrap up now, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well, cool. Is there anything you? When is the next time you could possibly do a show? Like, what's your schedule like now? Maybe you don't want to talk about this on air, but.
Well, my schedule I won't be discussing, but I can't even get onto my channel at the minute.
Oh,
it's
you still got that thing. Okay.
Yeah, because I set up my channel with a not Gmail account because when I set up my channel, Gmail didn't fucking exist. So it's gone glitchy with it, and I'm going to have to set up what's called a brand account, which is where the channel that's now up, which has 0 subscribers and 0 anything. That's the new. My other Gmail thing that's connected to the Hotmail account will be connected as 2. So when I go onto the switch account button thing on the top right, it'll have those 2 under the one banner, if that makes sense, and I can click which one I want to go onto. And I'll never go onto the one with no subscribers because there's nothing there. It's pointless. Gmail are just shit. They needn't exist. But anyway, so that could take up to a couple of weeks, because of the COVID. I'm sure they were much better before. Fucking hell. Have you tried getting in touch with YouTube about anything?
No.
They're fucking shit.
I don't even see the point, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like the only.
Well, I had to because I couldn't even get into my account to be like, look, my account's fucked. Yeah.
That's fair enough. But like, no, I mean, unless I have a copyright claim that I'm disputing because somebody tried to claim a copyright free or a Creative Commons thing, I never interact with YouTube. Like, why would I?
They're YouTube. Shit.
Yeah.
So trying to get them to get back to me 3 or 4 times because they had to prove who I was for them to set up this brand account, right? Which is difficult enough as it is. But yeah, so to get them to respond 3 and 4 times via email was just like pulling teeth. Oh my God. But eventually we sorted that. So their team are working on it and I just have to wait. So I don't know when I can next host, but my schedule, we'll discuss that off air because I'd rather not know people know when my house is empty.
No. It's just more like, are we doing stuff like on a week, once a week basis now, or are we? but we can also.
No, I don't mind. I don't, because this week was a bit strange because I did 5 nights straight. No, 4 nights straight. Sorry. Where I'll be doing back to the 3 normal. But I don't know about next week. But
Okay.
after that,
Yeah,
basically,
okay.
we'll be able to do every few days or something.
Okay, so yeah, we'll have a more.
Dependent on my schedule and your D&D stuff, I suppose.
Yeah, that's true. Because like I've got some fixed dates, but then they're not that fixed because they get canceled or moved. So it's a bit of like
throwing shade at Christiosity there.
No, it's not just Chrissy.
Fight.
Other people bail too. I just say a player. I never say who has the scheduling conflicts. I just say a player. But so yes, thank you guys. It's been a while, so thanks for sticking with us. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed the little video I made for you at the start of the show. It took me all of like 5 minutes.
Yeah, she put a lot of work into that.
Appreciate me, my little gifts for you. I was thinking of you.
And thank you to Hummels and Matt's Hummels for
Always.
adjusting their sponsorship deal to fit our new reality.
Yes.
Thank you. All
right. Well, then, I guess until next time, I've been Kristi. Everyone's been awesome. Everyone in the chat, thank you for stopping by. Obligatory insult from Kevin, but he yawned through it, so missed the boat on that one. And
what's that now? What?
That's all right. Until next time, guys, it's goodbye from me and goodbye from the Kev. Say goodbye, Kev.
Goodbye, Kev.
Oh, he even did the pauses in the bit.
I did indeed.